radio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
All right, good evening, chat. Good evening, team. Good evening. Moderators one at a time. If you don't want, just say hi. That's all. Charmaine, you can start.
Hi. I'm
Hello, chat.
O'Neil, me bex until me soon boss.
No worry, me ready for you. Me ready for me asking the question.
Me bex. Me no vex like how me bex. Me bex until me soon boss. Trust me. Yes. Good evening, everybody. All the people online, all the viewers, all the commentators. Good evening. My head is all over the place. So if I don't sound like my usual self, it's because I'm Bex. Bex, you're my soon boss.
No problem. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Goddess.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Moderators Night. Thank you, O'Neil, and everybody, the mods, and welcome in chat.
There you go. Love that. Sharon, go ahead.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Sharon Review. How are you guys doing? I'm looking forward to this conversation.
It should be an interesting one. One journey. Definitely. Go ahead and welcome the team and yourself and everything.
Hello, everyone. Hello, chat. I'm so glad that O'Neil's message is out to the world. Give out samples, Dnisha. Give out samples. Give out samples. And O'Neil told us to give out samples. And so Dnisha did. She gave Anthony samples. All your fault, O'Neil. Mm-hmm. All your fault.
All O'Neil's fault, eh? I love that.
Yes.
Next one, Annette. Annette, go ahead and welcome yourself to the chat.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're good. I am so super excited. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. I have to try and compose myself because I'm British. I need to compose myself properly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's event. Yeah, it's nice to see you all and the mods and the chats as well. Hi, Era.
That's always great. Thank you very much. And then Terian, you're next. Go ahead.
Good night, O'Neil. Good night, family. Good night, panel. Good night, chat. Lord have mercy. Just buckle up. Just buckle up. Listen.
Just buckle up.
And just buckle up because it has to get worse before it gets better. So we don't like the worst part of life, but it has to get worse before it gets better. Why? Because I'm not on the fence like some people that's on the fence.
Right.
I am Team Dalton.
You're on a team.
No, I'm not. I am Team Dalton. God has a plan, and I'm holding on to that. So I'm just going
Dalton,
through with the
both of them. You mean both of them?
Yeah, man. Yeah, them both have to experience life. That's all. So I'm just buckling up. Today is my baby's birthday, so I'm celebrate with him today.
Happy birthday, Anthony Dalton.
And today is Anthony's birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Dalton.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Mr. Dalton.
Makes a bit no much sense right now, but happy birthday still.
Yeah, give me a birthday beating.
Just
all over.
Yeah.
No worries. Well, good evening.
Marriage.
Good evening. So when people say that them are Team Daltons, just to clear up what Terry was saying, she's saying she's the team marriage, basically. That's what she's saying. Some plot divorce, some plot Team Amber, some plot Team Anthony, but that's basically what's going on at this point. So Era said something about a birthday for something. Era, happy birthday to, I think it's your boy or something to that effect.
No, she's talking about Anthony.
Oh, Anthony. Okay. Yeah. So happy birthday to the Anthony. It's been an interesting skitland to say the least, right? And I have like lots of thoughts on it, but again, I've been sharing all of my thoughts. I'm going to really and truly, get right into the panel very, very quickly. All right, Charmin, the woman has moved well. She's not really moving, but she's been visiting the house, and now her son is over there. I know you want to get to it, so go ahead and get to it. What's going on?
Okay, I was telling Goddess and One Journey earlier that would not be me. There was no way I was going to take my son. She called her mom and she was complaining to her mom about people popping up. The wife, soon to be ex-wife, popping up. The baby mama popping up. The best friend popping up. And yet, she bring her son in this mess. What kind of mother does that? You are bringing your son because Anthony's full in their heads. Oh, Anthony, tell her today, like you're the woman of the house, or some foolishness to that. Now Shayla calling him and he's telling Shayla lies that he's busy, he's making some money and whatever, while he's sitting there and big guys diving off into the pool, and then Denisha's there looking like she is the queen, whatever. And he's lying too about his own son. He was the one who was so happy to go put his name on these papers in the courts. You remember how he was elated? Oh, I am so happy. Now he's Kai Dalton. And now he has another Kai that he does not even know his surname, because I doubt if he knows Denisha's surname, last name, or whatever you guys want to say. And yet he has that child over there and neglecting his son. He is. So you see where this is going to go very wrong very quickly, because Shayla and Rooster, they're not going to sit down for this. And I don't particularly care for Shayla and Rooster, but when it comes to his son, you cannot be neglecting your son because of somebody you meet for 2 weeks. Move them in, moving your son. He's going to renovate the guest room for Kai's room. And he was never ever telling Shayla that, okay, we are going to put in a room for Kai. Now he's going to turn the guest room into Kai's room. What is wrong with Anthony? Is he going through midlife crisis or something? Or I don't know. Is the BBL getting to him or something? Because he's not getting that amount of pum pum. Because every time the girl him want pum pum, the girl tell him not tonight. Not tonight. So I don't know. He's not getting. I mean, Dave is getting a whole heap of pum pum because Amber's gonna stop reward him. As soon as he done anything nice, Amber lay out the cat meow. You hear she talk today? Say, oh, you don't want the meow? So, at every turn, he's getting it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper. No, word. But what you put supper? Back in Jamaica, we have supper as well. So it was breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper. So he's getting it for all 4 meals. As soon as he does anything nice for Amber, she just reward him with some catty. And I know that Anthony is not getting that amount from Dnisha, because every time he started, she say, no, she said, not tonight. All right. Ease him off and tell him not tonight. So I know she's not getting a lot. Not tonight. Yeah. Trust.
All right. Sit tight. Let me ring in Goddess. I'm gonna pull into the conversation. Dnisha coming over the house, right? Dnisha coming over the house. You want to speak into that? What is your thoughts and take on it?
I don't like it. They're moving too fast. He is
way too fast.
It's been I believe it's been a month that he known her, and it's just too fast. He's moving her, and then going to bring in the 13-year-old in there. He has responsibilities for his own son, and he's neglecting that for this boy that he don't even. These people that you don't know. I hope Shayla does pop up. I hope she does. I don't know. I just want some. I don't like the way he's moving with her. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. He's not thinking. Make you wonder if he's going through a midlife crisis or something. He's 45. I don't know. Maybe, I know he don't like to be alone. I don't like the way he's moving. It's just, it's really insane.
Yeah, like
it's not right. No.
All right, no problem. I like that. I like that. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna take it to Sharon reviews. I'm gonna give you next the floor. What's going on with the moving in? Because everybody is giving different piece of the puzzle. The moving in. Where you think the moving in? Well,
Honestly,
the kid
okay.
coming
My
away.
opinion is that I'm not for that. Anthony has lost his cotton picking mind. That's all I can say on this matter right now. He is not thinking clearly. At least he has a stepson, and now Amber has a stepdaughter. You see, it is all parallel together. They're both cheating, and now they have. So I'm wondering who is going to be Dave, baby mother. I'm not wondering who is it going to be, Michelle, because I thought it would be Denisha, but it's not Denisha. I'm curious to know who the mother of that child is. It look like it's a young lady, but Anthony has lost his mind. That's all I can say. But Amber did say to him that they should make a bedroom for Kai. And no, he didn't do it for his son that we know is not his son, biological son. But for now, we're going to say Kai from Shayla is his son, right? And he's ignoring his own child to tend to somebody else's child, watch it, move them in. And he's still legally married. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Well,
no problem.
and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a whole lot to look at. All right, no problem. Ashley, chop it up. How are you? What's going on? It's by the way, her channel is Ashley. Chop it up, Ashley. The moving in of the sun, it has been creating issues and waves on the internet. Can you please speak to the moving in of the sun visiting the house? That's the take. Go ahead and give me a take on that.
Sure is not reality, that's for sure. Only in Skitland, because that's just crazy. That is real crazy and insane. That he would have the goals to even do that is crazy. I would like to see Shayla pull it up for sure. Not because I like her. I just know that in this moment, what he's doing is wrong. And that she should be coming in this moment to try to start some drama because he done lost his mind. He really has. He's a twisted individual. Like I said, he's crazy. He's sick. And, this is what people do who don't want to be alone. They do crazy stuff like this.
Correct.
So go ahead and do all these. He's doing all these things based on his emotions. So is Amber. I think why I'm so more upset with him is because of the lengths that he has gone to.
The lengths.
He has went way low below there's no, I don't know any man who would do this to their spouse. That was very low. And in the marital bed, how disgusting is that? You slept there with your wife night after night, had sexual relations, and now you bring another woman in that bed. The thought of that is sick.
Same sheet. No, the sheet did not even change. The same comfort.
Same sheets.
Same bedding.
It's the same sheets.
Yeah, it did not even change it.
Disgusting.
I hope you get a housekeeper. Oh my God.
And then you bring her son into the guest bedroom. There is no way you can defend Anthony in this moment. Any chance he had of the fans trying to defend him, it's just not happening because of the lengths that he's going to get back at his wife. I mean, I thought it would, and I think it's still crazy that Amber's move is like getting her luggage, getting her clothes out there. I said, you're not supposed to even be doing that. You're making more room for the side chick. Come on in there. Now the son is in there. Like, now he's treating her like she's the wife. Like, this is crazy. But, I don't see anything. Things are just going to get worse before they get better. That's for sure. I'm just trying to see where they're going with this storyline because we want to see just move on. We want to see these two in court fighting it out. We don't need to keep seeing the back and forth. You take this, you take that, you take it. We've already had enough of that. We just want this divorce to progress, because even though these two still care for each other, they still need to get a divorce. It's done. And they just need to get the ball rolling with this divorce thing. And that's where I sit with that.
All right. I like that. Thank you very much for that one. I'm going to take you next, Terry. Terry, the woman is now inside of the place. In fact, sit tight. Give me one moment. Let me just make sure I respond to a couple of comments. Just to make sure I read a couple of comments, then I'll put you right in here, Terry. I think that's his kid. I really do right now. Once it hurts, Shayla, I'm here for it. Amber needs to call Coco Brown for Anthony to get a beat down. It's like he's replacing Amber with a manufactured family. Shayla is going to have a crash out with the other guy. Anthony should not move Dnisha into his home. Let's see if I can get some more. No one like Shayla. We just need them to take him through it. Someone says, I wonder if Anthony's father moved on with another family and left him and his mother. Someone else says, Amber is enjoying herself with Dave. Anthony should also be enjoying himself with Dnisha, but I'm not in agreement with Anthony bringing Dnisha to the house. I still stand by the fact that Shayla needs to be humbled in the situation, because the forgiving has given her too much entitlement. And then I'll read one more. It says, Amber's attorney warned her not to stay overnight. Amber moved in with Dave and abandoned the home. Big mistake. No child lives there. Anthony wins. No child there. Anthony wins. Okay. Go ahead, Terry. Go ahead and respond. The woman moving in.
Okay. Two things. I don't like it. But however, I'm going to say something. I'm going to need your backup, Onila, your channel. So you will stand with me?
Go ahead.
All right. I want to say this. Sin will take you further than you want to go. Keep you longer than you want to stay. And cost you more than you want to pay. I'm going to bring a scenario to you. If you look at Lot and Abraham, Lot looked towards Sodom because it looked pretty. It looked good. Right? However, because of that, he become comfortable in that situation. He become comfortable. And in spite of what's the wickedness that is going on in there, when God spoke to him, he hesitated to leave because of it looked pretty, it looked nice. But he lost a lot. And even his wife turned a pillar of salt. Amber and Anthony now are in that predicament. What they're seeing now looks good to them. Dnisha looks good to Anthony. Dave looks good to Amber. But they're in this situation for a while. And as I said before, it's going to get worse before it gets better. But they both are going to lose some stuff because of their action. Of their actions, right? So again, what sin does, it never advertises the truth. But at the end of it, it gives you a payment. And they both have to go and suffer the payment of that. Number one, they both broke covenant. They both broke covenant, and they have to deal with that. And that's when hurt people hurt people. You understand what I'm saying? Hurt people hurt people. There is a consequences to them sin. And
Okay.
guess what? They're going to have to pay the price. So they are going through this now. It's a must because that is the consequences of their action. And when you step out of the will of God, you have to pay the consequences for that. So Anthony feel he's in a good place in create this family with imagination family. And the thing about it that I did not like is that the little boy is going to get hurt in the midst of it because he's going to see his mother go through another trauma. Remember now, in father, the mother said she had to make a decision that the father would have to go because the father is in and out of the kid life. So he had to see that growing up that both daddy is not there. And he's going to again to see this man as a father figure. I was talking to Charmaine earlier about it. And I said, maybe Anthony would become a different part of a mentor for him. But when I look at it again, I said, the only thing that's going to come out of it is hurt. Because if God has a plan, he's not going to take a married man and give a single woman. He's not going to do that because he's not the author of confusion. So therefore, they are going to be hurt. The consequences is that both of them are going to be hurt. There's going to be lessons for Anthony to learn because they have never been outside of mixing with other people and whatever. And Amber is going to learn that it's not greener on the other side. So we just have to go through the right. I am still Team Dalton because God has a plan. Jeremiah 29:11. Or the plans that I have for you, said the Lord, not man, is good and not of evil, to give you hope and an expected end. So I'm standing on that. I mean, I shift our fight.
Right there, sir.
Right
All
there,
right.
sir. And the church
All right,
say
no.
amen.
Amen. All right. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna pass it to Annette next. Give me a moment, Annette. Let me read some comments for you real quick. Give me 1 minute. Make sure I get the chat in your chat. We're watching what you're saying. Don't worry, I'm gonna put what you have going up. Only let's talk about Denisha's unwise thinking. Thinking allowing Anthony to set her up for failure, and the mother bringing no wisdom to the daughter because Anthony is rich. Denisha is not doing anything. Anthony is not allowing. At this point, I am. Give me 1 moment. At this point, I'm not happy with Anthony and Amber. I'm sick of them. We want to see divorce. Understand it. I went through it. So someone said, I understand them went through it. Someone else says, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Daltons would be a week of the time. They did a week of the Jerry Springer show in the 1990s. Someone else said, let's see, Amber has so many clothes until she has not put them in what she's taking her with. Okay, so you're saying she put them in her suitcases. She has so many clothes, she's barely taking them. Someone else says just waiting for it to backfire, Amber Anthony, so they can humble themselves and learn from the mistakes. Someone else says just based on how the skits usually, they're going to drag it out, drag out this divorce for views. They are loving when the fans are having this daily disclosure about it. They do. Someone else says Denisha's mother probably is the same way. Someone else says Dnisha is the most dominant side chick I've ever seen. She got the entire family in the mansion in a blink of an eye. So that's basically what I must say. She's one of them, assertive side chicks. Then let me take a very different type of comment. Anthony acting like the movie, The Stepfather. He just ain't nobody. SMH. All right, Annette, go ahead and give me your take. Give us your opening statement. Dnisha has somewhat moved in, has somewhat gotten her son in. Go ahead. Annette. Hold on, let me make sure.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't realize I was on mute. Yeah, right.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. So my take is a man can say anything to you, but you as a woman, especially the fact that you have a child, you have to think about your child's future. And Dnisha, to me, is really, what's the word you call it in Jamaica? Whatless. She's a whatless mother.
Whatless girl.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like I said, Anthony can say whatever. She had a choice. They've decided that they're going to embark in whatever this is. Let it stay at Denisha's home rather than decide. She made the choice, even though Anthony can say whatever, because men can say whatever. It's down to the woman to say, no, no, I'm not going to go there. Denisha knows there's issues in the home with Amber, Shayla, all of Anthony's women, right? But she made that choice. He said, come by me. She could have said, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that, Anthony. You know, I think it's best if I just stay here or until your divorce is sorted out. But she's not interested in that. She's got her hidden agenda. But it's the selfishness when it comes to her child. Now is he 13? So he's a teenager. So now he's very much impressed by going to Anthony's house, because obviously that's not the lifestyle that he's living. And he may well then become attached to Anthony because he sees him maybe as that father figure. And that's why I said, women, mothers, you have to be very mindful who you choose to lie down with, because it can have such a negative impact on your child. And I just feel that she's very selfish. She doesn't care about, she wants to get her bag. Okay, you want to get your bag, but at the end of the day, you know he's still a married man. And I think it's the lack of compassion. She is a woman, and would she like that to happen to her? Amber and Anthony, as I said, they continue to twin their behaviors. They both need serious, serious prayer, and they need therapy, because they're acting off rebound, right? They still got feelings for each other as well. And I mean, you know, sorry, I don't mean to say anything about blind people, but you'd be blind if you didn't recognize that. So for me, I just feel that Denisha has acted so immoral in terms of her son. She doesn't think about him. She's thinking about her own selfish gains. Now, she said she doesn't want drama. Drama's going to be coming to the Dalton estate. Literally, you know, Shayla's going to roll up. Amber might even turn up. It's just going to be crazy. And this is what Denisha is chosen with her fake body. Do you know what I mean? So I just don't really get it. I mean, Anthony, to me, he's definitely having a bit of a mental health crisis, because he's not thinking straight. He's doing all of this without any discourse. The same with Amber. Now, another thing, I didn't know that Dave had a child. So this has just popped up out of the woodwork. So you see,
We'll talk
so
about it
and
later. No, we're self-managed.
yeah, no, but I'm just showing you. You see what I'm talking about, the twinning. It's too much now, but I'm still loving it, and I am team makes sense. Please, makes sense.
I
But
like
yeah,
that.
I think I'm team Dalton still. But anyway, but yeah, that's me.
All right, no worries. Tight. I'm coming up to you, Wonder, and let me read a couple comments. Shayla call it right. You want a deal with the chick from the draws. And he said, what are you talking about? Anthony don't know Denisha, but he'll quickly find out. What does that mean? Like,
Yeah, from the Trapos. Yeah, Sheila said you're dealing with whatever from the Trapos. But
So-
Anthony don't know what the Trapos is, and he does not know that Denisha was connected to any Trapos. So he said, what are you talking about? Because Anthony knows nothing about Denisha. That's
all
why
right,
he said,
okay.
what are you talking about?
That's why I'm saying that. Okay. Nope, he will never give you someone else. Someone says facts, Terian. There's no, and thank you for that, Charmin. Someone else says there's no crime being committed in the home, and the cops will just refer to civil court. Okay, action. They need not to be together. Someone says the marriage was not God's will. He is not the author of confusion. Anthony is greedy and selfish. Amen. Someone says, I don't see your face. That's Terran talking. You're absolutely right. Okay. Oh, no problem. Sometimes she'll be off camera. That's fine. They don't have to come on camera. Someone else says the lessons once only left on camera. Then that's fine. The lessons not learned are mistakes that will be repeated. Someone else says, I agree, Terry. Give me a moment. I agree, Terry. God has a plan. However, neither one of Amber or Anthony cares about anyone else's feelings. Someone else says some Amber fans cry because the Wayne is not going to divorce the Daltons anyways, and I will get them a free bucket for proudly Team Daltons. Someone says Dnisha might start wearing Amber's clothes. Someone says I agree. Dnisha must put her to must be to put up boundaries on Shayla. Is that what he's saying? Amber certainly couldn't. Someone says the longer this divorce takes, the weaker Amber's case is against Anthony. They went through a marriage counseling and they renewed vows. And Amber wakes up and wants a divorce, then moves in with another man. Someone else says, let me just read comments and then I'll get right to you. One journey and then I will go after that. Denisha's mom pushing the side chick narrative on her daughter. Someone says Anthony should have put boundaries on Shayla and Woodpecker. None of them have boundaries. He was just getting checked by Iman a month ago over flowers. Go ahead, One Journey. You can go ahead with your dissertation. One Journey
Have made a decision. Divorce papers are filed, and they want to go on with other people. It's done. A house is not a home, unless there's really love there and whatever. Anthony doesn't want her. She doesn't want him. They've moved on. The Bible approves adultery, and we just need the paper signed for the divorce to be final so they can move on clean. No one has clean hands here. Nobody. No one is making really good decision here. Not one person is making good decision. Not Dave and Amber, not Anthony and Dnisha. They're all caught up. And I wouldn't go as far to call someone worthless or whatless because it says that they have no financial value, they have no practical use, they have no merit. Well, that's called sin. They have no objective or concept. Their actions are not purposeful. They don't. You don't gain with that person. So I wouldn't call anyone. That's like calling someone a fool, and Gus is trying to call anyone a fool, because I don't honor that. These people are looking to create a new home. A house is not a home. Amber doesn't. That's her house, marital house. Yes, she has legal rights to it, but it's not a home. It's not love. It's not comforting. It's not nothing. It's a shell. So for her to walk away every night, she doesn't care. Dnisha and Anthony. Anthony's the married one, and he's telling this woman all the things that she may have expectation for. But we cannot pin adultery across her chest like they did in the New Testament. Let's stone her. We can't stone her with words of worthlessness or anything else, simply because we're all in the same sin and we need to transition. The first time they came out of Egypt and adultery occurred, it ended in murder. That's not cool. Even today, sometimes adultery ends in murder. And we don't want a whodunit scenario to pop off. However, what I'm saying to you is they're all in the wrong. They're all caught up in sin. And yes, they're going to have to pay for that. Yes, I don't think Denisha's mom should have spoke to her that way. I would not have. Yes, the appropriate thing to do was wait, but no one's waiting. In USA, we like it microwave. We are not waiting. Okay? And the lies that the man tells the unmarried woman or the mistress or the side chick, they believe it. I'm getting a divorce. Oh, she's so mean to me. Oh, I had a horrible day today. Can you massage me? And whatever he comes up with, the side chick or the mistress, they have what's called hope. And the men know how to talk that hope and they go for it. So right now, everyone is caught up in their home thing, and that home, it ain't a home no more. It's just a house, and she just wants her parts. There's nothing there. It's an empty shell. And now Dnisha is being charged to fill it. No. How's she going to fill it? Can you guys hear me? No.
We can hear you.
Okay, very
Can't
good.
see it, but we can hear you.
I saw your mouth moving, but I didn't hear anything. So I may have a delay. So let's just go on, and they need to kind of. Is Anthony making the situation worse? I think so, but he doesn't think so. Janisha's not seeing it. Why? She has hope. She has expectation. My name is Eve. I can be deceived. So go ahead and talk to me and change my emotion and change my atmosphere and move me along. And here I am. This is the United States. Our marriages fall apart. This is the United States. We always think that we can do better. We can do better. We can do better. But but you don't hear, let's build again. Let's build again. Let's repent. Let's build again. They're not building again. They're just going from home to home. The men are jumping from bed to bed to bed. The Wayne character, a community P, bed to bed to bed, and he does not care. So it's all about getting them to a central point that they make a final decision. Anthony, and let me tell you something, men, they never want to sign those papers. If you look at the statistics, they're the hardest thing to track down to the point it has to be taken to the judge, and the judge just say, we're going to do it. Why? Because the man is non-responsive. So this is where that's not nobody home no more. That's just a house. That's just a shell. But she wants her percentage of that shell, and she should get it. And Shayla needed to learn boundaries a long time ago. Check. Let's give her some boundaries, and go from there. Oh, they're all wrong.
They're all wrong. All right, let me jump right into it.
I need to make a correction before you go.
Hold on, Charmin. Give me just one moment. Give me one moment. Let me read the super chat first, and I'll get you in with what. Just give me a little bit. Anthony has to be careful. I moved a woman in my house 2 years ago. She brought disturbance to my home. When we broke up, I moved out and sold the home. Just want to read that super chat because it seemed like it had some things to it. One, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Shamin.
Okay, so one journey, and it was saying, we said, what is gal? And I put on the big gal on there. In Jamaica, when we said what this gal, it has nothing to do with any word or whatever you're talking about, one journey. When we said what this gal, we mean the person don't have no ambition. The person is low frequency, just like you'd say trifling in the United States of America. That's what we said. It's not worthless. We said whatless. WTLESS. Whatless gal. Have nothing to do with what.
Not worthless.
No.
Okay, I got it.
It means
I just pulled
like
it up.
What say here, a trifling person.
Right.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
No, I know you meant that. Thank you very much for that.
Here, I just pulled it up. It says Westlook Gan is a common slang that means careless, reckless, lazy, good for nothing.
Okay.
It also means being troublesome or not caring what others think. I don't care what
you see that it have two different meanings. You're worthless
right. So
and
it's,
whatless.
Yes, I just pulled it up.
Have two different meanings.
I stand corrected.
Just for the viewers to know that when
just to make sure they understand it. Jamaica tend to have Jamaicans
have some different words.
Tend to have like we'll tend to use a word, but we mean basically it have a different kind of inflection when we use it.
Yes.
So that's basically what Beauty was also saying, which is no worries. Thanks for the correction.
Thank you. I put it in the chat.
No problem. All right. So let me you literally describe. Let me jump in with everything that's there. So far, I don't like the kid moving inside of the house, right? Because again, I'm all sharing the sentiments of the people that y'all are saying, which is the whole idea of her moving her kid there and of what's happening. Now, me or somebody saying that them Sheila come there. And them say it is starting to sound as though Anthony is neglecting Kai, and I don't think that that's true. Because the truth of the matter is Sheila basically pays Kai. Sheila only wants Anthony to come there when she wants Anthony to come there. It's not about, okay, you're keeping him on this time and you're keeping him on this time. There is no schedule. So how do you quantify? Because I had to I saw that and I was like, well, hold on. But Sheila don't even quantify exactly what the times are. Anthony doesn't know when he picks Kai up or when he don't pick Kai up.
Correct.
Plus, wait, we have never seen Kai in preschool, but she gets $4,000. Plus, she gets a bunch of other things, basically, that she gets consistently. It's almost like her when she was talking on the last skit just now, saying basically, if Anthony's forgetting him, kid, not really. You mean the attention. So what the deal is, just to kind of put the side chick in our place, because that's the problem. The biggest problem, which we're seeing now again, is Shayla, which is exactly why I've given her the brunt of the blame for the Daltons, breakup. Because if you can if you right now look at Dnisha and Anthony, you're seeing the same pattern again. It is coming back again at the same pattern. She caused more than anybody else, right? Amber barely is there and, whatever the deal is, but she caused more issues than anyone else, so she's actually still there. You know what I mean? Like she's still basically calling and she's still trying to see if she can get him to come there. Y'all remembered how Shayla was basically very, very passive when Iman was around. Who cared back then? But now that some new woman come all of a sudden, she need Anthony for be father of the year and do a Saturday. Come on now. It's just, it's laughable. I don't know. I'm looking at the Dnisha character, and I'll say this, and then I can pair off to the audience because again, it's moderator night, so it's y'all basically talking. So I'm gonna start with you first, Shamin. When I look at what's happening now, I think both the two people that they've gotten have come there for a reason, right? What I see from Dnisha, which again, I understand the morality pieces, I understand those parts, but I like what you were saying before we came on. When you say Anthony has a lot on his mind, and I'm glad he does, because he's been promising so many people so many things, right? That at some point that have a break. And so that's what I'm looking forward to, because when that breaks, he will have to do something about the breaking of that. So I like how Dnisha pressuring him, I like how Amber pressuring him, I like how Sheila pressuring him all at the same time. Because only, contrary to what Amber fans believe, only actually want the Anthony character to break. I want the character to change. You know what I mean? People just don't realize that. That's what I'm saying. I want the character to change. So when he does a bunch of different things, I want him actually to change. Do you see that though, Charmaine? Like, do you believe that there is a purpose for each of the people? Because I also see with Dave as well. And if you want, mirror Anthony first and then give me Dave, that's fine. And then I'll take that around to the panel. Can you see any benefit to a Dnisha coming in with an Anthony, or a benefit to a Dave coming into an Amber? Meaning, whether them get back together or not, or them get a divorce or not. I just want to know, have you seen any benefit where you can see things that they can work on?
Of course, there's a benefit for both of the Dave and the Dnisha to come in between the Daltons, because one, I think they're going to be humbled. They're going to humble the Daltons. They're going to teach them lessons, because Amber is going to learn that the grass was not greener on the other side, just like Dave told her when they just started whatever it was. And if you listen to the song that Dave wrote, if you listen to the lyrics, he is intentional, because he said, from the first time I saw you. So all the things that he was telling Amber in the beginning, and he was plotting. The song shows you, the lyrics of the song shows you that from the moment he saw her coming down that step, he was plotting. So whether Amber was in a healthy marriage or she was not in a healthy marriage, it was going to become a problem, because he saw something that he wants and he was going to get it no matter what. And he makes it look like the heaven open up and present this angel or this queen or whatever he wants to say. But he was plotting from day one. So it fall into place when Amber said she's asked Anthony for a divorce. That was the day when Dave was rejoicing, because he's saying to himself, my prayers look like my prayers. Well, I'm just saying, don't come for me. It's my opinion. Like he was saying, oh my God, my prayers are answered because I prayed for this and look what is happening. And I think he has an agenda as well. He appears to be this guy that is too good to be true. And even Amber was saying it today, that, oh, you're too good to be true. I don't want to trust anybody else. I don't want anybody to play with me, because Amber realized that there's no man that is perfect. And I remember when Anthony was saying to her, I was never perfect. I was not perfect. I'm not perfect. And him saying that, and I'm looking back at what Anthony was saying when Anthony was talking and saying that he was not perfect. And then Amber is looking at this man and saying, you are perfect. And because you're perfect, it's kind of bothering her. It does not sit well with her. I don't want anybody to think that Amber is okay with this perfect man, because she has never experienced a perfect man. And in the back of her mind, she's saying to herself, if it's too good to be true, maybe it is not true. That's what she's saying in the back of her mind, because this man come in and he's saying everything she wanted Anthony to say. He's doing everything she wanted Anthony to do. But there's no flawless individuals. We are all flawed. Regardless in what area, we're all flawed. So Amber is looking at Dave, and I think there's going to come a time when she's going to realize that Dave was not all that perfect that she thought he was, because there's no such thing. Regarding Dnisha and Anthony, Dnisha to me she is in there for what she can get, because I can remember when she tell Anthony to go back to your wife. And Anthony said the next day Anthony went to dinner I think he went to dinner at some Mexican restaurant, and he was upset and he called her and he said, my wife does not want me. He did not. He said to her, I'm eating dinner by myself. I didn't want to take my baby mama, and I didn't want to take my wife, and my wife certainly does not want me. Denisha heard that. You know what Denisha did next? Denisha put Anthony in the friend zone. She moved him and put him in the friend zone, because once the way Anthony was behaving, Denisha know that if I put him in the friend zone, he's going to pursue me. Once I put him in the friend zone, all I'm doing is for him to pursue me. And once he start pursuing me, it will look like he's the one who is coming after me. I'm just going to play hard to get until I can put my claws into it. And right now, Denisha is going to teach Anthony that he is not to be promising. He's to be truthful, because you know what he did tonight? And if Denisha is looking at what Anthony was saying to Shayla, he's lying. He's sitting beside her and he's lying to his baby mama. What is that telling this girl? That you will lie at a drop of a hat? When is it that I'm going to call you and you're going to be telling me something the same way you're telling Shayla something? No, that is not true. That is a message you'll be sending me. If I'm sitting beside you and you're lying to somebody, the only message you'll be sending me, I'm going to be saying, So that means might be one of the day I call you and I'm not beside you and you'll be telling me the lies, just the same like you're telling Shayla the lies. And because she's not there, I'm going to believe that you're not lying to me. So he's sending all kind of wrong message to Dnisha. And he's not even aware that Dnisha is taking note of everything he does. Because Dnisha is going to humble him, and I can't wait. I don't want him. Even if she get money, she can get all the money she want to get, but she's going to humble him in a way that he has never been humbled before. And I think soon and very soon, everybody in that place is going to feel the wrath of Amber, because you know what? Anthony start rubbing his chest again. And the stress from Shayla, the stress from Amber, the stress from Dnisha, because every time somebody come up and say anything, Dnisha start rubbing her hands together and she's ready to throw fists or to throw hands. And Anthony's not a street dude. Anthony cannot deal with all of that. So anytime all that stress come to him and he falls out and falls back into the hospital, guess me who has the say over everybody else? Whether he likes it or not, who is going to make all the decision, money decision, any decision at all? Good old Amber. And there is nothing he will be able to do about it, because nobody else can do it but his wife. So that's where he's going to learn his lesson from, that the only person he can really count on is going to be his wife. Yes.
All right. Sit tight. Thank you very much for that, Charmaine. I'm coming up to you, Goddess. Let me read some comments real quick here. So I feel the writers need to divorce the Daltons if it means for them to get back together, so that it be hopefully not. Dnisha knows the game, so she's on to Anthony. I believe she is. I don't like Nadia. Someone says, right, Miss T, I agree with you. Okay, well, and I hear that very, very clearly. That in Amber's house. Someone says we can hear. Someone says both should work together because Wayne talked about her. Why did she waste an engagement of him when he read it, when he read to her? Okay, something there. So okay, the Daltons storyline is exhausting. Someone says Amber has created for herself voluntarily abandoned of the marital residence. Not saying Anthony's completely right. I'm not sure if she's totally gone, because I don't know if all our things are gone, though, Faye. But I'm not saying Amber fans' new motto is sign the papers. It's sort of the new motto is sign the papers and the divorce. That you guys are going to wait for 100 years. I already told y'all in a meme that I gave on my page that hell will freeze over before he signs the papers. And as somebody say, men don't normally like to sign the papers. No one likes to sign the papers, especially if it involves money. Even if it doesn't involve money, they don't like to sign the papers. Let me give you a story since you want one. My ex-wife took a year and a half to sign the papers, and I didn't want anything. Let me just tell you that. The woman just don't want to sign the papers. Women do not sign the papers either. No one wants to sign those papers. They just don't want to. And if money was involved in that, it would be worse. Because think about it. You earned some money before you met this man or this woman, and you have that money for yourself. You now are married to the man, and the man is trying to run off with half of it. It's logical. You're not going to want to give up the half. It's as simple as that. Anthony has had the house from before Amber was there, right? Nonetheless, Amber is there now. The point I'm trying to say is, think of yourself of having a house before and somebody come now and needs to get half of it. You're going to resist. So I expect there to be resistance to the whole thing. That's why I'm saying to people that they have to wait until hell freeze over before she sign the papers. Someone else says, which is a long time. Dave's daughter told Amber, "Oh, you're a woman." My auntie Terry told me about it. Dave told his daughter never told his daughter about Amber. Yeah, it was interesting. Both of them talk too much to other people instead of talking to Atlanta. Marital problems are discreet and secretive. We hold Amber accountable. We hold Anthony accountable. We should hold Sheila accountable. We are holding Dnisha accountable as a woman and another. Correct. And that's what O'Neill has done. Notice I didn't let her off the hook because I said it is still your job to ensure you don't put kid in harm's way. Because O'Neill also is able to think like a single parent who basically, because whether you're a man or woman, are your duty. If the police them come, you them are hold on. That's what I always say to my daughter. If something happens, they're not gonna come question you, they're gonna question me. So you know what I mean, I'm held accountable. Amber shouldn't get nothing someone says correct, and she's definitely less than a woman. Someone else says a true man only tells the truth. Only males lie. They are not the truth. And someone else says words hurt. This man, he has said and done so much to rebuild. So you're saying the words I've heard because she's done so much to rebuild. Someone else says you're right about men doesn't want to sign the papers. Dakala, women also don't want to sign the papers. that comment was for you.
Wow.
Sometimes women to sign it. Just get that. It depends upon what people are asking for. Come on now. Nobody are gonna just give you, unless them is a fool, basically my part with the monies that they have. Just like someone says, yes, he may catch hell getting Dnisha out of that house. That also is something.
30 days.
Sounds
That's right.
like Amber perfectly. Sounds like Amber perfectly. Someone else says, okay, that's a different one. Okay, go ahead, Goddess. I'm going to bring you up here. All right, so give me your take. You're answering the same question that Charmaine just had, because that's all y'all are answering. So we're looking at is there anything that Dnisha can teach Anthony, and is there anything that Dave can teach Amber? When you look at what you're seeing now, are you seeing any teachable moments in those?
Muted.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Whoa. Yeah, go ahead.
That's okay. I believe Dnisha has made him create the boundaries that should have been set in place from the beginning. Especially when Amber took him back, she should have told Anthony what she wanted. I think Dnisha is setting the tone, how things are, especially with these women, Tiari, Shayla, and things of that nature. And I think that she's getting things done. And as far as Dave, I believe the lesson is, I think, words of affirmation, because Amber has the low self-esteem. Even just listening to the song, she didn't even believe the words, how he felt towards her. She can't even accept it, and just, and he has to kind of affirm her and kind of give her, boost her up a little bit, self-esteem, which is a shame, because you should find that within yourself, love yourself. But I guess she needs that extra boost. And, I believe that she's also she's self-sabotage. because she's ready to give up already, and she has to kind of like, enforce, like, this is real, this is what we have, and keep it, just keep the relationship going. But they're there for a reason. I mean, they're in their lives for a reason. There has to, there has to be their lesson, and hopefully, they get it. But my thing is always, because I am Team Dalton, how they're going to get back together. That's just my thing. But it's fascinating to watch, aspect. But right now, they have to separate. They have to separate, and learn the lessons, and then hopefully they can get what they got to get, and then hopefully get back together. That's God's plan, right? So
that's interesting. All right, yes, no problem. I like that. All right, get tight. Let me read some more comments, and then I'm gonna get you in here, Miss Ashley. So let's see where we got now. You literally just described Dnisha, someone else, as the writers are wrong for this garbage. Not quite, not really. I'm just like, give whatever it is. Hi from Spain. Hey, good evening. Hey, how are you? Spain is doing well in the World Cup, by the way. So hey, I don't think the USA is supposed to be playing today. I don't know. Someone says, I don't think. I think Dnisha D is there for the lesson, not for the punishment. Yolanda, exactly. I believe everything will backfire on the relationship that Amber and Anthony currently have with their new partners. It will bring them together for them to appreciate each other. No divorce. Someone says, new writers, please. Kai is a pawn. Someone says, in Trinidad, there are words, the words have double meaning. That's correct. In the Caribbean, there's a lot of double meaning words. It's like, for example, it's like the word bumbleclat. It has multiple meanings.
Really?
Of course it does.
Give me one meaning.
You can, okay. So you can say bumbleclat because you're frightened about something. Then you can cuss it like you normally cuss it to someone. Then you cuss. Then you can probably say, really? Bumbleclat? It makes, because Jamaican are like that. We do words already. We can have one word mean all sorts of different pieces. You shut me. I'm not telling nothing, Jamaican make up word every 2 seconds. So it's what Jamaicans do. So it has multiple meanings.
I know what you're talking about. You can be excited about something and say, bumbleclat, what?
Right.
Because you're exactly about something.
Exactly.
You're using it in an excited way. And then you can tell somebody, listen, you bumbleclat, and you mean to curse them.
Right.
You really curse them.
That's what I mean.
So you can use it in a whole different
multiple ways.
Well, it's not. It's how you say it, actually.
Right.
It's not what you're saying, it's how you actually say it. Because you can say
it's how you're saying it.
Yeah, it's how you say it.
Right. There you go. So the house is Anthony's and Amber's. It is a residence where they're living. It doesn't matter whose name is on the deed. All right. So I hear, right? You're fine with saying that, but it doesn't, but it does if that makes sense to you. Right? Elena, for example, I'm going to say it again. You had a house from before. You're married to a man. The man start doing a bunch of different things to you. Same go find some woman and he's to sleep with the woman. You would put him out. And don't tell me say you wouldn't, because I see that over and over again in America where the woman them have the man them things outside. In fact, Beyonce, you have her song to the left, everything you own on your back to the left. So no bother with it.
Did you say husband? Did you say husband or man? Did you say husband or man? No.
Shaman, whichever
different.
One.
The law protects. If it's a husband, if it's a spouse, the law will protect you with that. But if it's your man, you kick him out, yes?
Yes.
You can't have no man in your house and come diss you.
Shaman.
It's your husband, then that is different.
Make the man talk too hard while him inside of your house and your
husband.
See
correct.
How quick husband and see how quick the police come and cart him out of the property. Because I want to learn about America. They will cart you off very quickly.
If he's going to put hands on me, then the police will. But I'm not going to lie on him and tell him that he's doing something.
We gotta go.
So I'm not going to call him police, and I'm not going to put him out. I will be in the house. We're not sleeping in the same room. He will be sleeping in a different room. We're not using the same room. We'll be, my dear, get that. That's
the chainsaw.
I'll cut everything in that too.
All O'Neal say is
that's what I'll do. I cut everything in that too.
There you go. And after me, you just know it just don't work.
But O'Neal, we have to remember the law. If you're there for 30 days, you have now established residence. And you have
at
to
the house
also
continuously.
remember that, yes, he purchased that house before. I feel it. Because sometimes the immigrants will come to USA and they will marry these women. They have their own house, they're blah, blah, blah. But guess what? In 8 years, they're ready for a divorce. And guess what? He gets half. Look it up, O'Neill, and all the immigrants that they get half of that house and they walked into it. But they stayed for 8 years, stayed for 7, 10 years. Now half of that property they never invested in before now becomes theirs. That's the law. That's how it works. Dnisha,
Correct.
if she moves in, 30 days better not come. It better not be for 30 days because, or she bought groceries already now in the house. She's already cooked in the house, slept in the house, shower in the house. We just don't want 30 days. That's all. We don't want 30 days because now
I've heard being at the
residency is
house.
established. Call your lawyer, both of them.
All right, no problem. Come, Ashley, let me read the super chat here, get into this one. And should never take Amber and her lopsided Amber. Dave's oily remnants are everywhere. Only put a UV light on Amber and you will find David 19. You know, Bilderberg boy, he's just kidding around. Bilderberg boy is thank you for the super chat. All right, Ashley, give me the sides of the two. Is there anything to benefit from between the Daltons here? Is there anything to benefit from?
From Dave and Dnisha,
Yes.
I don't know. I'm still looking for that, honestly. I think as far as Anthony, with Dave, yeah. I mean, he's definitely showing his true colors and she's just not picking up what he's putting down. You know.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What kind of colors him showing?
I mean, to me, he's proving that the grass is not greener. To me, I've already seen some things about him that was very negative. You know,
examples. Give me examples, Ashley. Don't.
Example, please.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out who this woman is from Arizona. First of all.
Oh. All right. Okay. No problem.
And the whole thing with Melissa. Then finding out that he had relations with her. I mean, that's not a good thing. You know, and she's still, seeing him. So I mean, there's just stuff that's coming out that she don't know, and she's gonna get to know more stuff. So I mean, is she still gonna stay after she finds out more stuff? I mean, I don't know. But with Dnisha, I don't know. I mean, how is she trying to get him to set boundaries? I mean, okay, maybe she's trying to get him to do it, but he's not really setting boundaries. I mean, he's just like, she's just complaining instead of him just taking authority. He's complaining and then he does it. That's not him setting boundaries. Because I feel like a real man sees the problem and just takes authority over the situation. The woman shouldn't have to complain. He just sees what's going on and say, hey, this has to stop now. And shut it down. It shouldn't have to be, calling to explain yourself or I told you this, I told you that. And they're not listening to him. Shayla ain't listening to him. Angelina's going to come up very soon, I'm pretty sure. I would love to see that and how he's going to react to her.
Let me ask
Amber.
Let me ask you this. Could the mere fact that Shayla keeps pushing to come over there push Anthony to get better? Let me ask you that.
I only think Anthony will get better once he suffer the consequences of his actions. Is when I think he'll get better. Because I just seen a pattern. And the same pattern was with the same pattern with Amber, same pattern I'm seeing with Dnisha. He has not changed. He's still weak to me. And so I feel like he will not change until he has suffered those consequences. And that's how I see it. That he'll become more better, more wiser, more stronger. Usually people evolve after the damage is done.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
You know?
Right.
So that's just how I see it.
That's your take.
So,
No problem. I'm gonna get in with your sharing reviews. Sit tight.
I
Let me
need
just
to ask
get
a
a couple of
question,
comments.
Anil. Sorry to cut you off. I need you to ask a question.
What's the
How
question?
do you think Anthony would set boundaries for Shayla? Because there is nobody who can set any boundaries for Shayla. So I would like to know, everybody is saying that Dnisha is going to let Anthony set boundaries for Shayla. How will that happen? If Shayla is not that kind of person, what Anthony is going to do? Tell her don't come to his house. Shayla will still pop up.
mm-hmm.
What
She'll
is
still
he
pop
going
up.
to do? He can
To
come
help
to
him
his
set
house to
boundaries.
talk to. Yeah. How is he going to set boundaries with Shayla? That's what I would like to know.
Okay.
Everybody is saying that Dnisha is going to let him set boundaries
Help him
with
set
Shayla.
boundaries. You wanna know
Yeah.
how?
How
All right.
is that going to happen? How you see that happening?
You see that
Put, a,
happening? Sit tight.
put clients child support.
Hold on one journey. That I like that. Thank you very much for that because I want to make sure I don't skip sharing reviews. Sharing reviews. Can you answer that question? One journey says put child support in there. Can you answer that question, sharing reviews? How do you see
Yes.
how
How
would
she gonna
Anthony?
set boundaries?
Yes.
If you guys look at Dnisha, one thing I noticed with Dnisha, remember when Honeypot got those flowers from Wayne, she tell Mama she's going to get in on that action. So she got a job from Honeypot. Okay. So she studied stuff, she see how Shayla behave, and she says, you need to watch that one. Don't trust her with your man.
Wow.
Now she's sitting there watching Anthony lie to Shayla. And I totally agree with you guys, Charmaine, that she's learning and she's seeing that he's lying. That's not a good example, but the boundary gonna come into place because she's sitting there and wanting with her, she's a smart woman. She's gonna school Anthony and said, you know what? You need to go put yourself on child support. Then you'll know when you can have your child.
Yes.
Or the child will 1 week here, however they do it in the States there. So I think she's going to be the one who educate him how to do things. Another thing is yes. So I think that's what she's gonna do.
Makes
But
sense.
in the long run, Anthony, maybe they're setting it up if we know that allegedly that Kai right now is Anthony's child. But since we know the grandmother is her and is so long, she knows people in high places, and we, the audience, we see evidence that we pick up that Kai is not Anthony's son. So maybe when I do not know if it's custody of the child or whatever Dnisha is going to let him do, but definitely things is going to happen. For Anthony to change, he has to lose something, and then he will be able to humble himself. When he loses, then I think that is when Anthony is gonna learn and become a changed person. But right now, we have to trust the process. God has a plan. Anthony is gonna learn, and Dnisha is Anthony's consequences. The same applies to Amber. Amber didn't know that Dave has a kid, and now she's finding out that he has a daughter.
Yeah.
And he's there explaining, and I understand what he's saying. You can't let people know that whatever. But if the song that he wrote today, did you guys see how she was looking and carrying on?
Yeah.
I am sick and I'm sorry, guys, but please don't, you know what, I'm not sorry one bit. Me I go say what me I say. This is my opinion. I don't like how she's behaving damsel in distress. Come on now, guys. By the way, happy Canada Day, everyone. Today's Canada Day. All right, so back to the question I got. I didn't like the fact that Amber was looking damsels in distress. She can't believe that somebody cares about her, and I'm sick of that. I'm over that. I thought when she got her car, she stepped into her independence and everything.
Right.
You know, you don't really, oh, I am married. If you don't see you're married, you're doing something wrong. Let the man go your condo, relax yourself. You don't have a condo, go get yourself a place. You don't have to live there. And by the way, Amber dropped the ball. Her lawyer says you can have your man, you have a legal separation, but home at a respectful time.
Right.
Amber walked away from her home. That is why Anthony was able to bring Dnisha in. So I'm not going to blame Anthony for that. That's on Amber. Every action has consequences. Amber make her bed to decide to go sleep with Dave, to have a man to go get a divorce and sleep on her husband, then turn around and lie. And now her husband is they're doing tit for tat. So him have a stepson, she have a stepdaughter.
Yep.
Amber consequences. The man says the grass is not green on the other side. And the song also lets you know that. And Charmaine, you're absolutely right. There, that nugget. He says from the first time he saw her, he knows that he has to conquer that beautiful woman. And that's exactly what he did. So Amber did not let that man wait on the pum pum. Amber just give it up freely. Every 5 seconds, she's like a hot bunny rabbit. Every 5 seconds, the man depend it.
That's funny.
She just jump on it. She just like to ride that. You know what I mean?
Bubble up on it. Just bubble up on it.
Yes. She just bubble on it. She just bubble. You know,
like a chicken gravy.
And she have bubble on it. You know what I mean?
Chicken gravy.
And she a turf on it. You know what I mean? But anyway.
Like chicken gravy. That's like a chicken gravy that bubble up.
So the point is, I need her to step into herself. I don't like to see her. She's so unsure, and I'm sick of that.
Yeah.
When I start, I just, me done with that. Me not bother watch that. Me say that a foolish. When me I watch her, I look like she don't understand it. If you are cheating, stand bold in it. Your man, is your man is right to yourself. Oh, thank you, baby, or whatever. If you have uncertainty, don't show him. The man, eventually, the man is going to get fed up. He's going to meet somebody out there, another BB, somebody with BB, will know themselves and confident in themselves. One thing with a man, they put with a woman, we're confident. You see how Anthony, one thing with Dnisha, she don't show no weakness. We may not like the girl, we may not like what she's doing. What she's doing is unacceptable, but Anthony allowed her to come into the marital bed. And it is wrong for her to bring her child inside that mess. Totally wrong. She should keep her child away from that, and she should do all her stuff at her home until Anthony signed the paper. But she knows what she's in there for. So no matter what she's doing, she's happy that he's going to get a bedroom there. Kai don't have a bedroom. But that girl is confident. And every man like a woman that is confident and want it. Whatever she does not like, she's calling Anthony out, because one thing what Dnisha does, she hold the pum pum away from him. He don't get no punani. If something upset her, he's not getting not tonight. So she will be Anthony lessons, and Dave is gonna be. Me knows everybody just love him up. I bet you nobody saw that coming out of the left field that he have a kid. I know he had a daughter, because I says maybe the kid is for Dnisha, but no, Mr. Say I was wrong. So it's not Dnisha, is his kid father. So now we know same of a daughter, she whatever. So their exes is gonna come. It look like there's more things to come. So more things. Will Anthony be able to angle what is gonna happen to him? Will Amber be able to overcome her consequences? And she has to learn. Anthony has to learn. And when they're at when God bring them to their knees, they're going to come a time that them have to call up to him. And then I think that's when the Daltons them will be restored, when them learn. They have to learn, because the lesson Anthony will learn is the what Dnisha will be teaching him. You have to put the woman in your life first.
Yes.
Boundaries. You have to do what you need to do, just like what he's doing with Dnisha.
And have boundaries with all his friends.
Exactly. He will learn that from Dnisha. I don't understand what Amber is going to learn from Dave, because right now he's trying to teach her, but she's not. She's just becoming worse and worse. Damsel in the.
What is he teaching her? What is he teaching her? What is he teaching her?
I don't know how to read Amber right now, because when she start behaving like that, she don't understand. So we call that no understands. But you guys call her what you call it, damsels in distress. I don't like it.
Yeah, she's constantly bringing him complaints,
Yes,
you
I
know,
don't like that.
about the relationship.
Yes, and he's gonna get tired of that.
Yeah.
He needs a man of his caliber, just like what she tell Honeypot. A man of Wayne and Dave caliber, they need a woman that stand up strong. And we know that Amber is capable, but I don't like to see this. So only you have got help me with that one there, and the audience need to help me with Amber's situation, because seriously, what I'm seeing, I'm not liking it one bit.
He needs to heal.
Sit tight. Hold tight. Give me a couple of comments. I'm gonna jump in and then let me let I'll give it the floor, one journey. Give me one moment. So someone says, yep, and we all know that Anthony runs on pum pum. So no matter the grade, 87, 89, 93, these are every man every grade.
He said that 82, 89.
Miss T,
Wow.
listen to me. I want to tell you something. You see, man, them run by the grade, you know. It come and it come. But no, I
Some man are choosy. O'Neal, some man are choosy.
Good one, Misty.
as long as it not have no, as long as the pum pum not sick and you know go get no whatever it is.
Some man choosy. Them just look for you, man, and skin up their nose and say, that enough for me.
That's true.
Man only choose when them have enough option. But you bring them something and option is a different side of the man there. So you listen.
Some man like Mr. Dalton with all that money don't have no option. That's what you're saying.
Him not a game, Shami. No see man not a game.
But he's
All that money.
Magic City is the
I go
option.
Magic City. But I go back to Magic City and get something better than that.
Right,
So
but I don't
that
think
is
he
not
wanted.
plastic.
Yeah, but I don't think him wanted that. So that's why him never really do that time, because him couldn't have a drive go Magic City and girl.
That easy. I'm gonna, because it happened if you went there.
Dnisha right fee man. Look here. Is a single man Anthony need to teach him. You understand? He need a single mother to teach him. Couple things that's happening. And I'm gonna give you a couple comments and I'm gonna give it to you. There's a couple things that's happening that you don't notice, right? Dnisha being a single mother and putting her child first is showing Anthony about if child first. Because a lot of things missing where it just might be missing the mark, but the lesson that are there. Then, as Sharon, if you say, which I keep talking about on the channel, Dnisha is very right now. She not go wait till later, 2 seconds, 10 days. If you come tell us, say, you know, something never lied to last week because Amber used to love do that. No, she check it right there. So she not no waste of time. She not wait. She not get to whatever. Hey, let me tell her this straight off of the cuff. She don't get emotional when she's saying it either. Just make him know straight. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm not going to play the whatever it's kind of game. Then as soon as him get whatever it is, she ready for leave. She ready to go about her business because that's about it. Now, if she allow Anthony to trap her in the house and don't go anywhere and depend on him, then that's a whole different story. Because the point is something else. Which even then I still actually believe she probably still wouldn't take him crap because she just built different. Funny thing is how Amber built just like Honeypot. She built the same way. Same thing what she said, Honeypot need to toughen up and whatever it is. That's the same thing. She soft, just like what Sharon reviews I said, the little song play, and I was talking about the song this morning. I'm like, Amber make it look like say. Anyways, she make it look like good God. It's a little song. I get it. Okay, so it's an song, but yeah, no, make it seem like it's over. It offers something else, and it you know, it was Wayne made a song, and besides everything that's now it's the same thing Wayne used to say. Wayne used to tell Amber that Amber, you need to work on the confidence thing because the self-esteem is too much. Which is why I'm telling Amber fans the girl need healing. But when O'Neal said them things, basically, you know, Amber fans toss off O'Neal every 2 seconds because them can't stomach when O'Neal talk Amber. But that's why it's going off. Just O'Neal back just broad, you know, my back, my shoulder broad, and I have big shoulders. So I'm able to deal with it. You understand?
We have a next question for you, O'Neal.
Read comments before and make sure so I get one journey. Then just write down for me, Shaman. Give me one moment. I'll make sure so I put people in first. So someone says Dave prayed the draws off of Amber, the devil, right? And he did say he was praying. That's what he did tell her that. Someone says she's doing what Tamira's doing to Wayne. Wayne let Honeypot go. Dave will let Amber go. And that's what I was saying. It's the same trend. Someone else says it's about to be the Dnisha, the dark side. Okay. I can't believe people is actually close signing Anthony move out with another woman in a marital home. I don't care what they're going through. They never brought a man into their house. Well, regardless, I don't know what you think we're doing. Celebrating it? We're not. I don't know how people keep making it look like people are celebrating this. We're not. The point of the matter is, though, they've moved on. There's nothing we can do about it. What
Move
do we
on.
do? Beat them
It's
up?
not a home anymore. It's a house.
Just don't beat them up. Dave's teaching, and besides, friends, the more Anthony does, the more Amber is entitled to. Why are you worried? Like, that's what I keep telling y'all. She's going to get more things if he does more stuff. Someone says Dave is
And those
teaching Amber how
assets
to
are hidden
please.
still.
Somebody says Dave is teaching Amber how to please your man first and stop complaining, like she should have been doing with Anthony. All right, so that's what Vanswell said. That's a good look message of Vanswell. You know, Dave teaching Amber new positions. I'm sorry, Amber and Dave is great together. Someone else says Dnisha may be using her son Kai to secure more of the bag. Dnisha should have waited before bringing her son Kai to Anthony's home. We already
Money
said this.
talks.
So every host name that appears on the screen, I can find on YouTube. Correct? Yes. Well, no. Shamin doesn't have a channel. Terry doesn't have a channel, and Annette doesn't have a channel. That's what's going on. But I will put it up later again so you can see. Terry doesn't have one too. Someone says, I like this relationship between Anton and Dnisha. She cooks and bold and beautiful. Someone else says, O'Neill, call the fine tire truck. War 20. Angelina said that Amber gave Anthony a heart attack, but Sheila is going to unalive him for his antics. And it's tough because, again, the woman of man, we know she word about Anthony with. I love with you with all the different views. I wish you were all on camera. That's fine. Sometimes they don't come on camera. I don't want them to. Don't worry. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Don't have to be on camera.
Because I want to hear your voice. If you want to go without the camera, it's fine. Someone else says Anthony will go back to Shayla's pum pum if she offers it. Let's see. Because boy, she offers different things right now. And not the old piece of wobbly tire they were missing the other day. Now
Anthony will take it. Anthony will take it.
He will take it if him get it. Somebody says no matter what, at the end of the day, Anthony is going to drive Amber crazy. Dnisha using her son, and that's sad. You know what? I'll say this, Melinda. I'm just waiting for you guys and Dave, because I keep telling y'all, Dave's pattern and Anthony pattern is the same pattern. But since you don't want to listen to O'Neill, don't worry. Everything you see Dave doing is the same way it was with Anthony. Oh my God, I was never used to this. What?
She always said that.
Oh my God, what? You made me a song? Didn't you do the same to Wayne?
Yeah.
Because this song that song was a troublesome song, and Amber didn't love the song because she was worried that Anthony was not going to like it. Right. Remember the song that Wayne made? It was to provoke Anthony.
Correct, but secretly she liked this song because they make her a song. Nonetheless, Amber is hold on, Terry. This one says Amber is swinging, leaping, jumping from vine to vine.
Mansion to mansion. Not the vine, the mansion.
Don't be saying that.
He is hopping from mansion to mansion. I just want to have a mansion. So now I go come over with O'Neill there. You understand? So you have a mansion.
With the giraffe. My mansion is in the sky.
So, I want to tell Amber something. In my father's house, there are many mansions.
Many
Oh, really?
I want to
down here,
That's not going to work, O'Neill.
You had a question for me before I give one during the floor. Terry, you have a question for me?
Yes. So people were saying about, I think Sharon said that Dnisha does not show any emotions. So I want to ask the men in the chat. Men like to deal with women who does not show emotions.
I think she shows emotion, but she's just very straightforward.
No. I'm asking that question. She doesn't show any emotions because Sharon said she doesn't show any emotions.
I see it.
She does not show any emotions. She will smile, and her smile is always tight. She have a tight smile.
I think she does.
When you look at her, you can't read anything where she's concerned. So I want the men in the chat to just answer the question. This has nothing to do with Dnisha now. I want the men in the chat to answer.
What's the chat? What's the question?
Do you like to deal with women who does not show any emotions?
Hold on, give me one moment. Does not show any
emotion.
Gentlemen, can you please answer the question? I will say this while you're working it, right? I will say this. Dnisha is very straightforward. That's what I get from her as a woman.
Dnisha is strategic. She's not straightforward. She's
even if you want to call it strategic, this is my point. Hold on, man. When she talk to you straight. She know, in other words, when she tell us that she not gonna deal with the Sheila thing, and Sheila thing need to stay upon that
because she's isolating. Straight. That's an isolation tactic.
Yeah, but even for isolation,
no problem. Tactic.
But she's straight with it though. In other words, she's not going around behind the back. Okay, let me give an example. Dominique would say, why are you doing this, and should give some little around the corner.
Dominique crazy.
When she's so that's why I'm showing her the difference between the two.
Yeah, she's crazy.
It's very hey. Strategic. This is the thing. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. If you want to call it strategic, the one thing I like about her is she's straight. For example, one of the key pieces, man, I keep pinpointing to women. When you tell a man,
keep it
this
simple.
Is straight. Listen to me. She tell him, listen to me. You don't really want no one. Or your wife you want, but guess what you're doing? You're just doing what you're doing simply because you're hurt and you have to find words to cover it up. That is the straightest thing a woman can talk to.
That was strategic. Because if she meant that, she would not be in Anthony's house right now. She would be trying to get Anthony to get back with his wife.
Nay, but listen to me
that
again.
Was strategic.
That is, even if you call it,
you trust me. Man read. Me live with 64 years and I've been there. I've been around the block a time or two. I mean, I can tell you, sometimes you can use your head strategically on a man and get him right where you want him, and him don't even know what you're gonna do. It's how you talk to him and the things you said to him. And you just spin him right around and wrap him up like a pretzel. And him don't even know what you just do to him.
All right. So when
like a pretzel, huh?
Hold on. What you're saying, Charmaine, is right in terms of sure. Could it be a strategic move?
Yes, it is.
However, it's a very it could be. I don't. All right, I'm gonna give it to you. It's a strategic move. The point me I raise to you is that it's still very, very straightforward. Now, here's the deal. And Anthony is easy to be wrapped like a pretzel because Anthony is a soft soap. So that's different. Because a man like Anthony, I gotta read it as something different, like you saying. But a man like me, I gotta read it as being okay, she's straight. So she have to say it's whatever, it's a feelings thing, which means my next thing to her would be, well, the two of we just have sex and that's about it. You see, deal with it different ways because only I can see her as being straightforward. So rather than me trying to go in the corner without realizing she's not into the go in the corner. So guess what? Only I can talk to her straight. Okay, she's straightforward girl. Okay, straightforward. This is what I'm asking you. Straightforward. This is what I'm saying because that's how I'm reading her. A man like Anthony, because he's so simpish and it's all over the place. You're right because him is a clone. Him now go read the strategy that she's probably using. In other words, him not realize that's what's going on, and that's why I said. That's why I said basically she's straightforward because at the end of the day, him should have read that way, but instead, him start read it as like you said, basically, hey, she don't want him or whatever else it is, basically. So it pull him in instead of him now realizing it pull him to start two things. If you notice, is after that him start boy, him buy. What you call it? Him buy this and him buying that and him buy whatever it's because Anthony have to buy him way into some drugs. You understand? But on every man I buy them in on the drugs. I just that's the deal. So that's what's going on. That's why I say what I said that it may be strategic, but men like her because
it is strategic.
It's strategic.
I'm just saying
she's a stripper.
Let me give you an example. When I get my health inspection, when the health inspectors come to your kitchen. And they never come when you expect them. They never call you and tell you that they come in, then just pop up. You know what my strategy is? Just chat them out. Just start talk to them. Ask them where them come from. If them sound like them Spanish, you ask them which country them come from, how much kids them have. Them start show you picture of them kids on them phone. You just distract them. So if you will have a little problem, you get your workers, your employee, them figure fix a problem them while you don't so distract them. And you just distract them and distract them until you know say the problem is fixed. you let them go in your kitchen because you know now say you get a satisfactory thing because you're strategic in what you're doing. You just do that, and that's what Dnisha is. Dnisha is strategic. She sent back Anthony to Amber. She said, "Go back to your wife." And when him start to complain, say, "My wife don't want me. I don't want anything to do with my wife because my wife don't want me." She say, "Yes, I was waiting to hear that." You know what she do the next? She put him in our friend zone. And once she put him in the friend zone, and him say, "Oh, it's all right, but it's not going to be for long." Say, "Yes, me have him now because him don't chase me." And that is what I want him to do, chase me. And your next thing is a spontaneous week, a night, a chat to the Lord, a shopping spree, and all of that. When she came back the ring, that's all because she knows him don't get back to her. You know, say
so everything he has said, everything
he should do is something
strategy.
Dnisha is a street girl.
Just like that lobster.
Dnisha is a street girl. You ever hear she talk to Karis yet? Remember when Karis was trying to use her? She knew exactly what Karis was doing. She was on to Karis from the first time. She knew exactly, and she tell Karis, "I know what you're trying to do, but don't play with me." Them analyze Karis out. Everybody know he's saying that she analyze.
All right.
So women and men.
Trust me, she's
hold on. Listen,
women and men are both strategic, but they're not strategic because they're strippers or anything like that. They're strategic because they're thinkers.
Street smart, yes.
They're just thinkers in nature. So here's the deal. What you're saying is right. I can see all of the strategy that Dnisha is doing. And Anthony cannot see that because he's a
Anthony,
green.
Correct. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. But it's still not make her not very way you call it straightforward because you're straightforward thinking. You just need to know to read that thinking that she's giving you. Because she give you it. It's just that basically Anthony just now read the what she give him. Because Anthony doesn't read plays well. Like Amber said, she basically go just do whatever. Some of what Amber said on the veranda is not all the way, right? Because Amber worked some of the same emotions on Anthony because he's an easy guy to work. He's an easy dude for work. You just need to question him ego and basically him fall. Once you question Anthony ego, him gone, Him gone. He's a man where if you question him ego, question him can do something. And once you do that, him start doing things. You don't even push him. You can't do that, man. What do you mean? Your girl I got tell you so she going, what do you mean? And that's just pushings. It's like they give him back at the ring, like you say. You know, so basically she give him back that because of whatever it is. But it's to test him to see exactly if him basically.
I'm just going to keep it for now. I'll just keep it for now. And she say yes. Keep it for just herself. Say, yeah, man, go and keep it for now because me know so you get a bigger one. No. She want a bigger one. She says, it's all right. Go and keep that for now because me know me don't get a bigger one.
Correct. So it's the dance. So the deal is how Anthony dances. It's just that Anthony is not smart enough for work with that Dnisha because basically not realize him think it's just a girl who, and besides that, she has been trying to tell him that, bro, you clearly you're not there. If you remember the morning after he come back from seeing Amber with what you call it with Dave, she tell him straight off the cuff, dude, stop act like you don't know what's going on. Even when Amber left the whole fracas, she said, dude, you know what? Don't even answer the question because you're gonna lie to me. You're gonna lie.
Yeah.
In other words, she knew him.
I'm telling you, have enough. She is. The morning after the whole Dave and Amber situation, and the morning, what did she? After she went to the bathroom and she looked in the mirror and whatever she formulated in her mind, when she come back, what did she say to him? She started to lift him up. She started to build up him ego. I'll be here for you and whatever you did. And that was what Anthony wanted to hear at that particular time. Anytime, Sheila used to do the same thing. Sheila used to tell him about Amber Wayne and then start to call him Mr. Dalton. Or Mr. Dalton. Sheila used to do the same thing because Anthony's green and his ego is easily bruised and all them need to do is just build back him ego. But Dnisha has a better plan than what Sheila had. Dnisha had a better plan. I don't even think Dnisha want to be Mrs. Dalton. I don't think that even crossed Dnisha's mind. All Dnisha want to do is to get her hooks in Anthony At the end of the day, Anthony might catch hell if he put Dnisha out of his house. You might have a problem getting rid of Dnisha and her son. When the time comes, you know what, Dnisha don't use him. You promised my mom that you were going to take care of me and my son. You are not a man of your
That'd be
words.
really great.
Because you promised your mom you would protect us and you take care of us. So what are you doing now? Because Dnisha knows exactly what she's doing.
Where's she going with him? I'm gonna get you in here one journey. I'm gonna make it seem as if I'm making you respond. Let me find out Charmaine was out there. Cardi B, man. Charmaine, must have one. If you
yes. I tell you guys, I listen. I was on the road with music people. I used to be on the road with the dancehall artists. Them, why you think I learned all those years? With them on the road with the dancehall artists. Them, come on. Give me some credit.
She's like Bilderberg boy. She has hung around a lot of different people, so she know whatever is going on.
Right.
No. Listen, I will tell you this. Him just boy just green, Anthony just green, and
green.
Him yellow. Him not even green. Him yellow. Him just green because even when she come out and she mentioned, hey, one of the things Anthony should have done that day was tell her, well, yeah, I feel some type of way about Amber for Tessa. And see exactly how she responds. Because see, it's just strategy for strategy. But because him so much of a lie and a cheat, right? That is what him can't even get the truth from somebody. In other words, him don't know if look at what I'm seeing and test it. Instead of testing it, him try to see exactly if him can coerce it into it. In fact, I think Amber sometimes does the same thing to if every now and again. You know what I mean? Because she would do some like a thing, but she kind of do the same thing where she test it the way or whatever it may be. But hey, it is what it is.
O'Neil,
one journey.
Let me ask Charmaine something. Charmaine.
Quickly, go ahead.
So what you said, Dnisha, I said, see boobs they go on your mouth?
Yes. What she said, say boobs say run on your. She not even say go on. She said run on your.
My God, you can't look beyond that stripper point. Oh Lord.
Claffy, you know Claffy? I said then call the man of Jamaica Claffy when them are idiot.
O'Neil, me can say something to Sharon.
So hold on. Give me one moment. I have to make sure I put in one journey first. Give me one moment. And Miss Fatal said, it's funny sitting here listening to a man talk about a woman's motives. Miss Fatal.
Oh.
If you listen to what O'Neil said just now, hold on. If you listen to what O'Neil actually said, the woman is talking and she'll be very straightforward. I'm going to tell you, Anthony should have been straightforward. Him just not do it. Because he's basically just cosplaying to Dnisha. So for example, if Dnisha tell me that to go back to whatever it is, I wouldn't call her again. And she probably not call me because a lot of times, sometimes that's how women work, but that's not an Anthony. Anthony is a chaser. A man with chasing women with a bunch of money. So chase run and go run, and some girl you can't chase. A Dnisha, you can't chase her. She's not a girl for your chase. It's best if she chases you than you chase her. Because if you chase her, just like what you see now, she'll push you and push you and push you and push you and push you. Then you're going to get into a corner that you can't go out of. I'm just giving you a read from the woman and me say her up on the onset. Now, however it is you want to call that, if you want to say she tricky for whatever it is, she probably wouldn't trick me because I already asked some very direct questions because I'm a direct man. But Anthony's not a direct man. So you have to understand. So she's working with a man who minuscule in the as we would say, Gallus game. In minuscule. He doesn't have the, okay, you want to call it then the Suave, Rico Suave game. Him not ready for the Rico Suave game. He thinks he is, but he's not, clearly, right? So, of course, and Anthony is easy to trick. A man like me, I can see right through the BS, and I can say, okay, she'll do whatever it is, and she really need this, and she really need that. Well, I can see that. Why you think Wayne can see it? Wayne could have basically seen it when she talking, when Anthony was talking to Wayne, for whatever it is, Wayne say, yeah, okay. Because Anthony just think it was just, hey, you're going to get some pum pum and that's about it. See that you realize, Miss Fatal, that a girl like a Dnisha probably look upon as that. I don't want to get too chauvinistic. I don't make you get all of the things and get worried about what men think. But a man like me will think like that. That basically all you're going to do is get some pum pum girl like this because there's really nothing there. She don't really have nothing for offer. However, so that's why you kind of understand that. But when we see her and she's very to the point with you, and you're going to start being to the point with her, because it's either she take you on or she don't take you on. That's just one of the two things. So that's what I was doing when I basically read her as a character. Just wanted you to kind of understand how I'm thinking when me read that particular sex. Now, if you want to say something different, then hey, you can say something different. Go ahead, Ernie. I'm going to give you the floor. Go ahead for what do you think Dave can learn, Amber can learn, or what Anthony can learn from Dave and from Thing.
I mean, what the married couple can learn from their paramours?
From there you go. Yes.
Okay, very good. Well, I think that Dnisha has learned something already, and she has learned to give out samples quickly, and she's given the samples out quickly. So she's learned that from O'Neill. And what is Anthony learning from her?
Yes.
Respect your woman, respect your space. Don't lie in front of your, stand up and be a man and say, listen, I'm not coming already, have everything to do. I was wondering, did he really lie, or he just kept the details out of Sheila's ears?
Lie.
He lied.
He lied?
He lied.
Okay. He lied. Okay.
Yeah, he lied.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, because I'm busy. I'm saying my work somewhere or something like that.
I played it while we were engaged. And what is Amber learning? Oh, she's hard to learn things too.
She's learning to trust again. You think she's learning to trust again?
And Amber's old trust was blind trusting, thinking that Sheila was her friend, this and blah, blah, blah. She's a lonely woman. And now she's, I don't think she's paying attention still. And I don't know what that girl's up to. She's all over the place, and I want her to enter that. I think I was in Sharon's skit or something, and they were talking about the Job experience. But I think that her Job experience requires prayer. It requires intercession. It requires interlinking with friends and hearing different points of views, and that would be through a therapist because she has no friends. So I don't know what those two are learning, but I tell you who can tell you, Miss Charmaine. She can definitely tell you.
What about the learning?
She's
all right, sit tight. I'm coming into Terry. Let me read a couple. Deborah, it's interesting, and I hope not, but I could definitely see it. Someone says Anthony and Wayne both have told their women that they want to cook meals, and the women act like they don't hear them. Well, to be very fair, Amber did cook a couple times, so I can't really not give her that, and I have to give her that. Not cook all the time, but she cook a couple times. She could have a couple times, way more than anybody else has. Way more than Honeypot. Way more than Honeypot has cooked. Let me.
Honeypot never cook.
Honeypot no cook.
Right. So
there we go. Don't cook.
No, you're right. She didn't cook anything. Anthony definitely lied to Sheila right in front of Dnisha. He did. Wow. They're not in school. They're in Skitlanta. They ain't learning nothing. She's hard learning things. Anthony was working on a new family. Someone says Anthony hasn't learned anything. Exactly. Facts. He just told the truth, and that's all. You're right, Money Law. What did Money Law say? Money Law in the chat, I get your Money Law. Amber can learn from Dnisha. That's what Money Law said. Money Law says,
stop that.
I mean, Money Law is saying she can learn how to put Anthony in place much quicker.
No.
Yes.
All right. Someone
There's
says
nothing to learn
Anthony
from that
loves
trick.
the fact that
You can't learn nothing from that trick.
All right, no problem. When God brings them to the breaking point, he lied. O'Neill, is she meant that she would have been with him? Which one? I'm not sure which one. Then someone says One Journey said Amber is hard to learn things. Deborah Traffic. Our Ed Tough. I'm trying to figure out why Amber is in the winter wonderland. Not sure, it's been there in a long time. Honeypot cooks, just not vegan. Well, we haven't seen her cooking anything. I mean, come on.
She don't cook.
If Lauren can go to YouTube University, she does not have a an excuse. Lauren can't come get up and make two like a chickpeas, and you can't make. Look here, just put Honeypot to the side. Let's not talk about Honeypot because she's not cooking. And by the way, she's falling to peer pressure. Because she just
yes, that's right.
Anyway,
Is she in high school now?
Hold on, please. Exactly. Like she's 10, but nonetheless, My boy Anthony is a good guy. He's giving Amber fans nightmare every night.
Me too. I get the
Money Law is
nightmares every
always
night.
giving trouble. Someone says, Denisha will be the one to let Anthony realize Baby Kai is not his. Now that I'm holding on to because I feel
That's a
like
Yes,
I
good
feel
that
like
will be a
one.
game
Denisha,
changer.
I feel like
Ooh.
Denisha will provide some valuable information to Anthony, but me just watch it as I go along. Terry, go ahead. Because I think it's your turn and Annette after you. So
Okay.
in terms of what each can learn, go ahead.
Okay. I think Denisha is gonna let Anthony learn how to be a big dog because he was a pup before. And Amber
Mongrel.
can't deal with the pups. She need a big dog, right? And it's gonna
Yeah.
bring out a more manly thing in Anthony to stand his own grounds now and be the man. Because remember he said when he had his little episode with his moment with God, he said God said him first, she
God never
second,
tell him
and then
nothing.
every time, well, no, man, if Denisha go bring it out to make him learn a thing or two that he needs to put his wife first, right?
I love
And
that.
she's going to let him learn that. And I think he's going to be a more responsible man. I don't know how they're gonna write it, but she's gonna teach him like, no, make nobody run over you, especially Sheila, because I've yet to see somebody put Sheila in where our space. She's a baby mother. She needs to stay in her baby mother's position. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
She
true.
she
What is
called,
this?
even though she knows that
What
Denisha,
is this?
she know Denisha is somebody that Anthony's dating. Remember that she always come up with Amber, call Anthony when she feel like it. Tell Anthony what she
Yes.
do with Kai and all of this. I believe Denisha is gonna bring him to the place
Yeah.
where if him say not today, it means not today, and she gonna have to deal with it. Amber again with Dave. I believe Dave is gonna let her know that she's gonna learn from Dave is that she wants this affirmation from Dave that okay, well, somebody loves me, and she's going to learn to love herself.
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
He's going to
That's what I
teach
was
her,
saying. That's what I was
don't
saying.
depend on a man to love you, love yourself
Yeah,
first.
that's it right there. Hmm.
I did
And
say
that's
that.
what I believe that Dave is going to teach her, love yourself first, because guess
Hmm.
what, nobody's going to love you like how you love
You
you.
gotta love
Yeah.
yourself.
Hmm.
And
True.
I believe that's what he's going to teach her. I don't
Yeah, sure.
I
I
don't
tough
like,
enough. And we
you
and try
know,
to teach her the
no
same
man,
thing.
he's going to teach her that. He's going to teach her that
Hmm.
to be the woman she knows she is.
No long them a teach her to be the woman she is.
A lot of
She's
work. It's
going to
gonna be a lot of
learn
work.
because say a lot of times you ever buck your toe, your big toe on the bed foot and how hot it is.
Yeah.
You remember say you buck it, but every time you buck your big toe, it becomes hotter. And after a while, you say, make sure you put something there to make sure you don't buck your foot again
To
there.
get it done.
And I think that's what Dave is going to teach her.
Wow, O'Neill.
Even though she
Well,
buck
well,
her foot with Wayne,
Look
she
at
buck her
that.
foot with
yeah.
Mike, she buck her foot with this one, she buck her foot. I
Yeah.
think this
Mm,
time, the
mm,
pressure that's
mm,
going to come to her, she's going to learn it this time. And that's
mm-hmm.
what,
Terry,
and that's why she's going to go back to Mr. Dalton. Me now
to Mr.
huff nobody.
Terry, Terry, when you look on my
Yes,
screen,
dear.
I saw this is how tough Amber's head is. Look on the
No, man.
screen
Oh
and you will see
man.
um
She will learn. She will
with
It
a
won't
head,
learn.
eh?
fit her
I'm
head
telling
though.
you. She will
It won't
learn.
fit her
Eh?
head.
She
It
will
won't fit her
learn.
head.
It's
That is
like a
The way
ski helmet.
with the way
It's like a
it won't
listen.
fit.
The older you get, the more mature you get, because
the
O'Neill, the
tougher
things
Amber
you
head get, the
use,
older she get, the tougher her head get.
O'Neill, the older you get, the more experience you get, the more things you go
Yes.
through in life, you will learn from it.
All
Because
right.
the things you used to do when you're 16, you learn from it. You're not gonna do it now.
No hope
Because
so.
if you used to be gallus back then, you're not gonna be
Yeah.
gallus now after you get through so many hurts, you get through this, you're
Yeah.
gonna put
Yeah.
down those things.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
believe after all of this and the experience that yes, the experience that she go through with Dave, because Dave will
Go and
teach
learn.
her a vital lesson. I promise you. So she go and learn to love herself first before she love her next man. But Team Dalton's all the way.
Team Dalton. No problem. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Boy, I'm say head tough, but on the run. Money Law is always giving trouble. Error, especially
Every
the
day.
pum pum all
Yeah.
night. Um, the only thing that you will learn from Dnisha is how to trick and use your body. That's not true.
Yes.
Yes, you
I,
are right.
I
You're
don't think
right.
that's true. I don't believe that. I think that
I don't believe that.
Denisha, I don't believe that. I think that Denisha is okay. If y'all are taking the stance that you can't learn nothing from thing that, then all right. Let me give you a take. I don't like the Shayla character, but you know what, Shayla have assertion. I don't like the Shayla character. I don't know say only clone the Shayla character 24/7. But if I were to give you one lesson I learned from Shayla, it's her assertiveness. Whether I like it, no, it is very negative, but it still exists. She's very assertive, and she will assert her way into things over and over and over again. Now it goes very far, where it goes beyond the scale of being good, but that's what I learned from her. In other words, I'm saying that to say that you'd have to look into the characters the exact way you can get from them. But if you just think that that's all they do when you say Dnisha, then I don't know what else to say. Now, the truth of the matter is, woman work for Honeypot at place as a secretary. I don't know what I want her to do. I would just say that's the most, to me, that are the most. I like how she come up or she's trying her best to move from the, the strip club to somewhere else. I like that. But maybe people don't like that. I don't know. Maybe not like that. The team of
Well,
the
maybe
women
Angelina
not
has that.
Maybe.
Angelina may
Maybe
have
who?
that definition.
Possibly. The team of the women not cooking is begin to running the ground like repeated pregnancies. Some of women are cooking a lot.
Yeah, but the
I'm
thing
calling
is,
that.
why people always talking about somebody not cooking? In these days and time, people have so much option to get food, and I get the same food you can get from your house. You think I'm
DoorDash.
going to work 8 hours a
But
day and
eats.
come home every
Yeah,
evening? I
And
want to
come
be
Uber
cook
Eats,
excited.
in a
Instacart.
Well,
kitchen.
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're talking about it because these girls, Shamin, don't really work. They have men who basically work and make a lot of the bacon, and they don't really do anything. So because they don't do anything, that's where the problems come in. Like, for example, the Honeypot didn't really do anything. And
Because she was
besides,
running
Wayne
her
really
studio. What you mean she didn't do anything? She had her dance studio running. Come on,
the
let's call
dance
a spade a spade. Because
the
Honey
dance
Pot
to the
was
nominal money
working.
share.
Cooking's
Yes,
not going to
she
make
didn't
him
have
stay.
to, but she was doing. She didn't have to, but she was doing. Amber is out there doing. And I don't understand why people think that cooking is the most important thing. You can
It's
feed
really
the man
not.
cook one day in your life. And you can still feed the man because them have a thing named DoorDash. And you can
Right.
order from the restaurant who does. You can tell them how you want your stuff done.
Get it
You
done.
can go to the restaurant and ask them to cook it certain way. I went to Cheesecake Factory. This is not the best example. And me tell them exactly how me want the chicken cook. And them cook it exactly how me want it cooked.
That way.
How me broccoli,
I
how me want
understand
my
what you
broccoli
mean.
cooked. Me tell them
But
I don't
Charmin,
want my broccoli to be looking like it wash out. I want it to be crunchy. And I saw them breed hungry meat.
There we go. But Shamin,
First,
the problem with Honeypot again, if so we to her, is that you haven't even cooked one time. I already have a chef. It's the thought. So when people are talking about the cooking, I skip them and say, hey, consider if we make a meal. Them now tell us they need to be a slave over a kitchen, because I feel like every time now women here cooking, them think of being back in the 50s with your foot barefoot in our kitchen. And that is not true. Men are not looking at you saying, you know what, you need to be barefooted and be in a kitchen. That's not what they're saying. Them just say, just make one liquor meal. Just to make me know I'm still important. That's all it means. It doesn't mean you're going to be a slave.
That wasn't going to make him still marry her.
All right, for me, to tell me, say, if I don't cook for you, I don't think you're important. That don't make no sense. I cook, and I like to cook. Not anymore, because nowadays, me not like to do nothing really. But I used to cook. But if you are telling me that if I don't cook for you, I'm not showing you love, me I do whole brother for you, and me I show you love. So just cooking is not the great.
But would you cook at some point in time?
I agree.
I would cook
Hold
at
on,
some
but would
point
you
in
at
time,
some
but
point in time?
no. But everybody now is running this theme about people cooking, and Dnisha come in and Dnisha cook, and this is Madia cook, and that is not important, because at the end of the day, you can't eat some crackers the same food. You eat some crackers and what, not in a sardine, and the same food.
And the
It's the
same
same
food.
thing. and you get some
Yeah, but
corn.
it look on the same. It look on differently with men, though,
It don't
Shami.
really
No way.
matter. You
But
feed the man
it
the way how
matter,
you want to
man.
feed him. What
No,
you
man, you
talk
can't
about?
give me a little thing. You
That
can't
are
put anything
you
little thing
see,
on a
The
plate.
white
Jamaican
man
man,
doesn't
Oh
care.
my.
woman
The
broke
white man doesn't
Jamaican
care.
man bad. My man tell me one time about him.
Yeah.
I forget gravy on him food every day. I'm just to you me say, oh you mean I forget
No.
gravy on your food every day? Because him want chicken and him want pork and him want beef. Anything what we cook with gravy, I mean I say you lick your head. Me don't get
All
up
we
every
say
night.
is,
The
look,
man
hold on,
want
hold on.
breakfast, gravy for
Hold on,
breakfast. Come
hold
on,
on. Hold
Jamaican
on.
man, woman broke
Wayne,
on a
all
bar.
right, hold on. Wayne is a vegan. Not even make him a salad, Charmian. Go in like
Of course you
make a
can,
salad.
but I'm saying
But you
you're
never
not
do
supposed
it.
to put that as the most important thing in the
Well, it's one
relationship.
of the most important things, Charmian, in a relationship because
Cooking,
men
cooking
want
for
you to
a
at
man
least
is
to
not
cook
supposed to be
something.
one of the
That's
most
what you
important
want.
things in any
Wait,
relationship.
well,
Because
Charmian, a man,
you have a helper, all
Charmian,
right. You know,
a
so
man
what if
Oh,
spending money
but
not supposed to be one of the
you
most
know,
important things.
O'Neill. You
O'Neill,
are wrong.
back in the days, you used to have them man with money.
You
Them man
are wrong, O'Neill.
them have helper come in, come cook, wash, clean, and do everything. The helper used to do everything. Although some
A
of the
new
man them
times
end up
now.
there with the helper.
Oh, who the man them there with? The helper. Because she
Yeah.
cook good food for the man.
Some
There
of
you
the
go.
time man them end up there with the helper them, but
So
not
you
because
pay
of
your
the
money.
cooking. It's not because of the cooking, but no, we can't put so much importance on cooking and make it
Mhm.
destroy relationship. You cannot put so much importance on cooking and that it destroy your relationship. You cannot do that, O'Neill, because cooking
All
is
right.
supposed to take
So,
second to other things.
No,
That you don't make it
Charmaine.
destroy your whole relationship, like what we ain't do with Honeypot. We ain't
yeah.
married
No.
to the
And
game.
he
And
wanted out. He
every
wanted
time
out.
you talk to Honeypot, you matter about, I was hungry. Come on.
Oh, please.
Always,
So
Sarah
listen.
cooked for
hold on.
him. Amber
Always
cooked
said
for
to her
him.
was,
Come on.
right. All I said to her was,
O'Neill,
you
I
could
want
have
to
made
know.
one meal. Whether you hold on the one journey, I'm gonna let you ask me. All Wayne said to her was you could have made one meal. That's one thing they talked about the cooking. The next thing they talked about the cooking was the mere fact that Shayla does nothing, and she was trying to make a bunch of things where she make a couple burnt toast and different. In other words, she couldn't even take care of the man's stomach. Okay, look here.
The toast
When
had a
hold on,
milk.
Even
with
though
the
she
toast
never
good.
tried.
When
She
hold
never
on, ladies, hold on.
stayed.
Let me get this out. When a man have to spending money pound, when you say no, I don't know, foot on the nails on the hand and the different things, them, we don't complain about that. Cook the little food and just leave it there. So that's basically.
O'Neill, you see me a girl no man have to spend no money pan, cause me I work from my yard and my knee. Me I work from my yard and my knee, cause me independent. Me no want no man come tell
So you
me
don't want him
like
spend no money.
Anthony Love tell him woman them what him do for them.
So you
Me
don't
no
spend
want
no money
no man
for you.
come tell me what him do for me. So me independent from my yard and my knee.
So you don't want him to
But you
spend any
see,
money on you.
Me no need I don't need a man to spend any money on me because my money can spend for me.
That's right. Spend my
let me
own
show
money.
I spend my own money.
But Shami,
Yes.
you have certain things that you like that a man does, and men have certain things that he likes that a woman does.
O'Neill, me learn a long time ago. My mother teach me this a long time ago. Make
What
sure
she
you
teach you?
always have your little money wrap up in your bosom.
All right, me know you have the
Keep
money.
your money
Women always
right.
have the money in them bosom. We know the money
Exactly.
always
And make
inside
sure
your
that
bosom
you
or under the panty.
always have
We
your
know
own money wrap up in your
keys.
bosom. You don't need to have
We
no man
know
money
where you
wrap
keep
up
the
in your
money.
bosom. You don't need to have a man money wrap up in your bosom. Have your own money wrap up in your bosom.
you know, say Charmaine, and it's the nowadays young people do Uber Eats and those things, you know. Back the older ones, you see, my mother can never give him street food because he will never eat it.
You're lucky, I'm bed hungry.
No, my father does not eat street food.
Hungry. You understand?
My father don't eat street food, and my father don't eat. No, man. The young people, them nowadays, especially my son and his girlfriend, Uber eats every day.
Oh my God.
Me?
Lord.
They say, but you can get good food. It depends on where you get it. And a fast food, me talk about, you know. I'm talking about you can order from restaurant that prepare meal from scratch cooking.
It's still from a restaurant. It's not from you, Shami. It's still from a restaurant.
Yes, but you still get it scratch cooking. It's not like you're ordering from McDonald's and them place there. I'm not talking about
you're not grasping, Sharon. It's Sharon.
food.
it's still not from you. Even if I eat there 10 different times for the year, me still want you make one thing to say, okay, this
Of
is
course,
just
we
an
will make the
energy me
one
put in.
thing, Anil.
One thing. Am I going to get the ring? Am I
Anil,
going
I'm
to
not
get the
saying
ring?
I
That's what I
won't
want
make
to
the
know.
one thing, but me say, I don't put too much importance on woman cooking. One time, I know when we in a kitchen barefoot and pregnant.
So what you
In a
want to put
kitchen
importance
barefoot
on?
and
What do you want
pregnant.
men to put importance
It
on?
no
What you
work
want men
like
to
that,
put
you know.
importance on?
It no work like
What do
that,
you
you
Mm,
want?
mm,
Hold on,
mm.
Shamin. What you want men to put importance on? What you want to put importance on?
must put importance on running. Of course, I'm running the household. That is good. I'm putting loving me, loving the kids. That means that I will cook for him, but you have put too much importance. You don't break up with a woman.
What?
Say no
Hold
cook
on.
for you.
So may I ask you? No, may I ask you? What would you want the man to put importance on? I'm asking you that, so I understand it.
Paying the bills. That's one of the
Okay.
things they need to put
Then
importance.
pay
But
the
make
bill.
sure say the
What
rent,
else?
pay the mortgage, pay the light bill, pay the water bill, pay
What else?
all
What
of the
else?
bills them pay.
What
Him
else?
not fi put no more importance on nothing more. Take care of him
In
kids.
other
Nothing
words, so in
more. Him
other
not
words,
fi
he
put no
gets
importance
so
from
the
you.
man gets nothing basically. Him not get nothing.
Of
Him just
course,
pay
him
some
get
bills
and
and
him
that's
a
it.
get pum pum. What more?
Oh,
When you can buy that charming, that can buy, you can
that's
buy
what
that
If him
y'all
everything.
can
want.
buy,
I'm
him can
making
buy
yeah.
food too. If him can buy pum pum, him can buy
Yeah,
food.
Oh
we're
my
not
God.
buying that
If
now.
him can go
Oh
buy
my
pum
That's
pum, him
days.
can
all.
go buy
Yeah,
We're
food.
not
no.
Him
paying
can
for
go
it
buy
now.
the same way buy pum pum, him go buy food. What you talk about, O'Neil?
Chat, I'm gonna
Please.
rest it. It's all right. It's okay. No chat. See the chat that say only like go out for the reals. Annette, I'm gonna get
O'Neil.
you in here because you don't get here. Oh, I'm sorry.
O'Neill,
One journey. Let me take a question. Go ahead. One journey.
I want to know, is this going to be over by Thanksgiving or we're going into the new year?
Why the people let me know the
You
chat?
mean this?
Having into
Hold
the
on.
New
The
Year.
Dalton signed the paper. Are we going into New Year's?
10 years, I
Possibly,
believe.
possibly,
2030.
because that's just how they write the skits. Them write them very long and stretch out and
20,
drawn out and they take long.
2030, one journey, 2030,
2030
2030.
will
2030.
get
Before you
Praise
find
the
out.
Lord
Before you find
already.
out.
Not
Annette,
gonna be here.
Yes.
Annette, I'm
Yes,
so sorry.
Mr.
Hold on,
O'Neill.
them because Annette not come up all now. I mean, have it in the back, in the wings. Annette, where you think them
Yes.
can learn from each person? The chat and laugh, them and make nice. Them say O'Neill turn to Kevin Samuel just because I'm asked for little food. That's all. They can get little food.
Mm,
Them and tell
mm,
O'Neill
mm.
say him fi take pum pum basically whatever it is, him just I don't know. Annette, go ahead, Annette.
Okay.
Make
I,
sense of this,
I
Annette. Make
suppose,
sense of this.
yeah, I suppose back in the day, it would be how to get to a man is through his stomach. So some men
Yes.
really do like a woman to cook for them, but times have changed and, maybe men need to learn to cook as well. But anyway,
That's
I
right.
slightly digress. Okay, one thing I'm gonna say about Denisha,
Yes.
which I'm beginning to like, is
Mm-hmm.
that she's definitely a direct woman. She'll just
Mhm.
say it like it is, and Anthony does need that. I'm really looking forward for her to kind of encourage and support Anthony in setting those boundaries with Shayla.
Mhm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
when Denisha does see Kai, she will probably be the one to say, you may need to have another DNA test. I think also Denisha will be able to handle Angelina because all the plans that Angelina's conquered up, none of them have
Mm-hmm.
worked. So I can't see her, railroading Denisha either. So I do feel that there is a purpose for Denisha in Anthony's life to
Yes.
become a better man.
Mhm.
It will take some time because
Mm-hmm.
he also has to recognize the errors that he's committed unto his wife and anyone else.
Yes.
One thing I would be concerned about Denisha is very street. Now Anthony's offering her and her son a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and if he does not do that,
Mm-hmm.
Denisha is an old G. She might do something to him if he doesn't fulfill his
What?
promises to this is just my thought process, right? So I just think that could be a possibility, but I know she's
Mm-hmm.
gonna help him to become a better man, but I don't think they will stay
Mm-hmm.
together either, right?
What is she getting out
So
of it?
well, she's gonna get her money. She'll get some money from Anthony because that's what I suppose in a sense that's his love language. He likes to give money and thinking that he's
Yeah.
the better man. That's what he likes to give out.
Yeah, I
I
like
do
Mm-hmm.
allowance.
yeah, I don't see, well, again, I don't see the chemistry between Denisha and Anthony. Denisha's really got him on lock because, like we've all said, she's refused him a few nights running, and that he's not even checking that. But I'm thinking, hold on a minute, this man who absolutely enjoys that kind of intimacy, he's not getting that from her. She's dictating when the sex will happen, so that's also an interesting thing. So then, is that a question, does Anthony like domineering women, because she's definitely in that category? Okay,
Makes sense.
in terms of Amber and Dave, I'm still trying to work with that one. Right, Dave is definitely showing Amber, giving her those words of what's it? Oh, what's the word now? He's like boosting her up, but she needs to really recognize how important she is rather than to have to rely on a man. Now, I feel that Dave, it might even be the fact that people have been complaining of, well, boosting Dave up so much that Country Wayne may make him be a decent guy or not. I'm not too sure. But I think what she has to also learn, like something her dad said to her, when the dad came down and was speaking to Anthony and Amber, dad said, let the man lead. Amber doesn't like to do that. She likes to lead. And Dave even told her,
Yeah.
let me lead. So these are the little nuggets that I think both Denisha
I
and
like that.
Dave are going to help. Yeah, because again, we're learning to watch not just the storyline, but go deeper. And I do remember what the dad said, let the man lead. And I think because she's always felt that, oh, she needs to do that. But now Dave is also encouraging that.
Mhm.
Dave is also a bit like controlling in the sense that everything, it's all about sex. Whatever, what I mean, sorry, Amber, she's always offering sex. And it's really interesting. Anthony's always interested in that. So again, maybe it's that twin life. So to be on the short of it, there's going to be pros and cons for these relationships. However, in the end, Denisha and Dave are not going to be the winners. The Daltons somehow, in some capacity,
Are gonna
may
win.
well found their way back to each other. But like the Job moment, but if they do get back together, they both have to change. They both have got major issues because they seem to enjoy lying. They're not truthful. They tell half
They're
truths. You know
lying.
what I mean? And I think they need to really, hopefully, they'll be able to have the conversations with themselves and forget about their past dealings and move forward if there is a future for them. So yeah, but I'm also still a bit with Denisha have involved in her son. I feel that is really the biggest concern for me because young people, especially if his dad is not around, now he's going to be drawn to Anthony and things don't work out. That could also have serious impact on that young man, and that's where I said that she was whatless, and I will keep to that. I'm glad we acknowledge that on one journey. That's why I said she was whatless, because at the end of the day, she's not
Yes.
thinking about herself. She's not thinking about her son, who is now has become involved in this drama, which she could
True.
have just like left him at the home or not have him involved in that, or let Anthony go and visit home. So that's what I'm trying to say. So they're still learning, both of them, both the Daltons, but the lies, they need to stop that because it's not going to get them anywhere. And hopefully Dave and Denisha can go on to make better choices in their lives as well, because what do you all say? Leave married people
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 alone.
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 Thank you very much,
Mhm.
dear. I
And that is
appreciate
the
that.
main subtopic.
Sit tight. Let me jump up. Somebody said, Shaman, shut on it down. You mean with the food thing? Listen to this. Let me
With the boom
explain
boom
something to you.
thing.
She talk about the food thing. She's talking about the food thing. Let me explain something to you about O'Neill and the food thing. If you can't cook, you're not gonna make it for O'Neill team. So that's what O'Neill said. No matter what Charmaine
Real.
tell you, Charmaine can, and Charmaine cook for her husband. So don't make Charmaine, ladies.
Real.
Let me tell you all this here. So hold on, Charmaine. Don't allow Charmaine to tell you anything because she cooks for her husband. So now sit down out there said, you know what? Well, Charmaine, tell us, we don't need to cook for or significant. And she cook for her husband. She do whatever the deal is, and she know what I'm talking about.
O'Neill, Mayor Annette said, I wait through 2 months artist through his stomach. Trust me, I would have the man of my dream right now if that was true. Because all of them steam fish there, trust me.
So now you're not man of your dream.
All the bone, when you look on the bone look like a powder.
The man of your dreams you have now.
Something like that, Charmaine.
Before we reach that age, there, we're from young. If that was
right
true,
man you have no. Are the right man you have no.
Well, that's what you say.
That's it, Charmaine. Oh my God.
You might as well just be quiet on there.
Check, please. Check.
Back in the days, that was the case.
All right.
I mean, the food and the way to a man heart is first stomach. Not gossip. Because them the steam fish that want me cook, leave me. And me not telling no lie, them ain't good.
Yeah, well, that's how the man would love you though, Charmaine, because you did that good
me. I mean,
my wife has made steak and it's a way to my heart. So it's fine. Don't worry.
Never let me keep him.
Charmaine, who was your dream man? Who is the one you want to be with?
Tall, dark, and handsome. Tall, dark, and handsome with a fast car. Tall, dark, and handsome with a fast car. I still never keep him up with all the steam fish from me give.
It might have passed on, Charmaine, under the right man. That let me bring it back.
If you were see him, you'd think he was the right man.
Let me, Charmaine, I hope that me know why you put pressure on me. I know your husband.
Charmaine, we don't want to go to divorce court.
That man was
please, chat, please tell Charmaine to behave so that you know.
Trust me, my husband.
We don't want you end up in divorce court.
Exactly.
Charmaine,
so you're the right man, Charmaine, you're the right man.
Amber Anthony.
Good. There you go. See, chat. So me tell she'll go cook and she'll go take care of the man just the same way. So they can stay there, fella. Just only just shoot. Go on, fella. Go on. Someone said, don't give wife duties to a boyfriend. Someone says, women give wife duties to a boyfriend. Women, you know, because you cook on them something there, a wife duties. Well, all right, no problem. Somebody says, even if he were to sign the papers, he could tell the judge he did so under pressure from Amber and he changed his mind, and the judge would feel that he's wanting to offer a settlement, and that's fair. Okay, someone says Anthony brings home the cat's cocoa. Someone says Wayne needed a bag of carrots for dinner and a bucket of buckwheat pancakes every single night. Someone says pay the bills, but no meal. Why jamming ink that them want to say? They must say mad. You what kind of bill and bring and have no meal. Anyway, them that shut the door. I don't want to hear Amber sign the papers because she's been saying sign the papers.
Sign the papers.
Just wait for the sign of the papers. 100 years. Let me see. Sign the. That's all I'm telling O'Neill. O'Neill, why don't you just tell your girl to sign the papers? O'Neill, sign the every single morning I have to wake up to sign the papers. And Nancy B. the scratcher is the known culprit. Guys, there's not going to be another DNA test. Let's not get our hopes up. I knew we were all side-eyeing Scamgelina for obvious reasons, but another DNA test is not happening. Someone says Dnisha is holding on to Anthony because she's never had such a rich man. Someone else says that part. Someone else says Dnisha and Angelina and Lauren are all the same. Misty, Dnisha don't trust nobody. Nothing get past her. Dnisha is there for the money. Dnisha might end up with Anne's home. Somebody says ladies think the most of Dnisha hard to impress the judges. Someone else says screaming. You can get the ring. Okay, I can keep green. Someone says that's it. Dnisha is there for the money. Yes, Wiggins. O'Neill told us that last year. Correct. I think it's with the baby thing. Okay, she definitely about to run the paper. Someone says they have a beautiful chemistry. Dnisha and Tamir are getting expanded roles in the skin. I'm glad they are because they're kind of starting to open up more with the two of them. Both of them are getting better, by the way. Dnisha is getting better and Tamir is getting better on screen. She's getting more comfortable. She's not as timid and weird anymore In fact, Shayla starts to look more like a villain because before she used to be very kind of weird, but no, she has second in her villain role, which I like. So I get to hate on her properly. Um, Big Guy's room is Anthony Dalton's third nursery. Loading. It's just a skit. You guys are not going to eat at all. Someone else says she's moving the same way that she pressed Momo to move. Then when Rafi got the money, Dnisha is going to be Anthony's second wife. Someone says, they said, Goddess London, Wayne said it is one of the, in his live videos, that they're going to be a twist in Dalton's marriage. Someone says yes, because that's what he's searching for, a mother. That I do believe. Yes. Anthony have this mother thing where I search for. He did Angelina to find him. That's why Angelina said him green and moldable. Dave isn't the man he's portraying portraying after Amber gets divorced. The real Dave is gonna come out, and I can't wait to see it. Now I do see parts of Dave because again, you didn't know he had a kid.
Right.
Anyways, I'm just leave that right there. When man generally hide things from me is a different thing. Anthony's love language is not giving away money. He's Wayne. He likes to keep his money close to him. As soon as a woman leaves, unlike Wayne, they're going with nothing. Yeah, he does give okay. His love language is buying things. Then, if you want to use that, but it's a way of using his. It still is giving away money, but it's not giving away money like Wayne. Wayne gives you the physical cash. Anthony wants to buy you things. So it's two different types of giving away. That makes sense. It's still giving away money now. It's just that people want to do it differently. Some people want to give you the physical cash. Some people want to, you got the store and then purchase whatever the deal is because them the idea that they purchase it for you. Wayne and lead Amber astray. Amber talked too much with the lease motion. Miss Fatal agreed. Wayne led Amber and is still leading her. It's Dnisha letting Anthony lead and said it loud and clear because she knows that is what he wants, and in the end she will get what she wants, the money. Correct. So she'll work it the way she can work it. It says bye. Someone else says, let me get in as much comments because I know we're close to the end. Team Amber and Dave. Anthony, can I be honest? Someone says the fact that she brought her son into the in this told us all we need to know about Dnisha. She will sacrifice her child for the mighty dollar. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay. It does sound like Dnisha is just boom. Let me go right into the things, and that's not true. That's not what them give us. Them give us. And ask her something, and she say, why? Then impress her somewhere and say, all right, fine. Maybe I would have taken this stance if she said, my son need to come over there. Because trust me, you have women like that. Right after the cuff, them want to bring them son over there. Right after the cuff, they come to the house. There is no, you ask, them asking you asking them and then them responding. It's right off the cuff. In other words, there's nothing to it. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say with that. Let the Daltons reunite. There'll be the drama between them. Someone said it doesn't work out. Kai will still have access to the pool if it don't work out. Someone says all the extreme valid points on it. I 1000% agree with you. With everything that you've said. Someone says Dnisha sacrificed a lot. She's in survival mode. That's true. That's also another piece of the puzzle. And you should have been able to tell this based on when Honeypot made her money go down. A lot of things changed with how she started a little different when Honeypot bring on a little money. When the money go down from what, 6 grand to 4 grand or whatever, she started to behave a little different. So something else. Everyone is forgetting a man is writing the skits. It's still from the point of view until Wayne Cole changes not quite, because Amber does write a lot of the skits as well. And if it was just a man point of view, it wouldn't be, you wouldn't see so much simping.
No, Amber said she's not writing skits. No, O'Neill. She said in her live this week that she has not been writing any of the skits.
Well, them have others writing the skits them too, because they do give out of the other little pieces them and some like a woman perspective to it. There are a lot of perspective where you wouldn't, if I didn't mind, if it is chauvinistic, you wouldn't see the thing there. The way the man move simpish and the man them want to do everything, the woman them say, oh, come here. Like, how much can I pay for it? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, what do you want? I don't know which one operate. Okay, for the say so. Someone else says, Charmaine is the truth and the light. What? Charmaine, that must say, truth and light.
Of course.
Yeah.
Anil, don't let me come for you, okay?
You're gonna come for me, Shamin. When me flashlight, because they must say Shamin had truth and the light. See light, yeah. God wish truth and wish. Both share the truth and the light. Don't worry. Don't worry. Shamin say me has to go. That's how it work out. Pastor Chris. Pastor Chris needs to come lay hands on Amber and Anthony.
No,
So
you don't. No, it's too late. It's too late.
Them don't need Pastor Chris right now.
Need therapy.
Listen, there's nothing too late. They need
Thank
help.
you.
They need help,
Thank
man.
you.
They need help.
They don't need him right now.
They need
Well,
spiritual
They don't need
guidance.
him right now.
They need Terry right now. Terry and connected to serve. Connected to
Yeah,
serve. That is true.
me will come
Someone
lay
else
hands
said,
without a doubt. See me oil?
He done
O'Neill,
came
what are you
twice to that
talking about?
house.
The lady spent a night and never went home. Well, she was over her house today, do Skitlanta, wasn't she? Didn't she?
Yeah,
Well,
she went home
okay,
yesterday.
hey.
She went home yesterday.
Men thoughts about Skitlanta. I said, no, Skitlanta, you sure? Are you not watching like we? Anthony is just easy to work. See, it's easy for work. I mean, I say it's easy for work. I just, man, when you under work, Anthony, right now. I love when Charmin express her opinions about the skits. Yeah, because she always a jump on O'Neill case. Someone says Dave is too cool.
That's not true.
You know she will.
That's not true, Anil.
Rumors them spreading. Who said about Charmin? That is a lie. Don't spread any rumors on my friend Charmin. Who said that? Who said that, Charmin? They both have answer. I truly love Charmin. I don't know where. Someone that says no, he don't. Someone says no access to no pool. When him head back, where you say he's not getting access to the pool. Someone says,
Right.
I like that. Just hope he's true to the character. Thank you, Charmin. She said just acting right. No, it's not writing. It's improv mainly. That's what a lot of, yes, it's okay. It's improv, but it's writing. So in other words, Skitlanta is they get a theme. So someone has to write the theme. Then you improv the lines. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they were within the bar of the line to go. And besides, they do double takes. How I know? Because they've cut a couple ones. Like, for example, when you look on the Anthony skit the other day, driving, talking to Shayla, some of it is cut and paste together. So I can tell that he was maybe saying something with them they want and then cut it out and add another piece to it. Don't worry, me know because O'Neill is up on screen. That's all. Just no O'Neill knows.
Yeah.
Just no O'Neill knows. Just leave it at that. Says Dave is intentionally trying to make Amber feel safe and secure, not controlling. Is he? So in other words, when I said Dave is just what? Anyways, someone else said, when I make it look like said Dave, send Angel and me hope. Him say Angel, I hope the wings are always on his back because I don't know.
No, not we. Because Terry don't do that. Terry, no. Terry don't trust him.
I'm talking to the utter audience, man. Someone says, I can see Amber's attorney telling her to break up with Dave and making her return home and settle for nothing from Anthony, causing Anthony and Dnisha to break up. Makes sense. See, Wiggins. Dominic always mess up her lines. That's what I'm saying. So somebody give them like a what you call it? They give them like a storyline and say, okay, I wanted to act out a situation of this for 3 minutes. Then they will tell them what it is. So that's what happens. That's how them work it. Let's see. Not head back. Only it's okay. Head bit. What does that mean? It's head bit. What do you mean? What do you mean, Donna? Rewrite the comment so I can know what you mean. So I'll read it. It's a script, not improv. Amber said it on her live that if it weren't, it would be all over the place. Amber indirects the skits. So it's okay. I know what y'all are saying. That's what I told you. It is actually a script. It's just that the script is a very flexible script. So you get a theme. All right. For example, like what we're doing right now, where we say, okay, Shami, what do you think about this? And Shami will give you what you think about that. Because she basically can think it already. Does that make sense? Versus them just saying, hey, act out something. Right? So it's a script. So that's what I'm saying to y'all. Yolanda says, even Amber's father ran from that house. Well, our father also told her not to be like Anthony, and she also how that turned out. This is a phenomenal live, and I respect everyone's opinion on the view of this. Yes, it is. And by the way, yes, all of the moderators do bring lots of great opinions. No matter how you say we argue, I like every one of the opinions. I mean, everybody takes everybody's opinion. So you just know that we never, we just do it for the sake of expressing our views, and that's what I wanted anyways. I wanted people to express other views apart from mine. Because a man and boy, a woman, and then talk different things. The script then improv. Correct. That's what it is. Wayne said it was improv, but I get what Only said. Yes, man, it's something like that. I don't see Amber's attorney telling her to take nothing. Then I don't say that neither. Come on, our foot sick, and she gonna need food. She gonna need money to.
Oh my
Fix
the money.
O'Neill, the next foot at the rear.
Okay.
Yes. So she gonna need money for fix the food. So I don't know about her leaving anything on the table because she's gonna need money for fix the food. So they need money for the food. They probably can improv or ad lib if necessary. Yes. Today, Anthony's birthday. Team Anthony wins today. So today was Anthony's birthday. Okay, that's what I make him win.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's my baby's birthday.
They tell you the storyline and that you're going with, and what they want, the outcome. There you go. That's what it is. Miss T, thank you very, very much. It's exactly what it is. They tell you what the storyline is. Them give out, okay, by the end of this time, we need this to happen. And then y'all basically act it out. Gonna put some lines together. Gonna probably rehearse about 10 seconds. It's something easy. It's not very hard, but well, that's relative. Me only have said that because only used to do it. But it's relative. So what you do is you sit down and you talk, all right, Sharon, we're going to cuss about whatever it is, and then we're going to pretend like it's this or whatever it may be. And we just go at it. That's all. For about 3 minutes until me say, well, all right, that's it then. Well, let me leave then. And then we'll walk out. And then basically the scene done. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Just so y'all understand it. Someone says Dnisha and Dave are working together to scam both of them. Plot twist.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting plot twist. Someone says still written and directed from a man's perspective. I want strong, confident Amber back. Okay. So here's the
thing. He's writing the story.
No,
she's coming.
Yes and no. So understand this. I tried to give y'all something, but you don't really kind of get to me and saying, friends. There is an ear of how people watch things in the public space right now, which is, don't worry, ladies, I'm not saying, there's a gear, so understand it. There's a lot of feminine ways in which people want to see things. Just like comedians. If you make a joke too far, people start taking it, them start trying to cancel you. Okay? So it's the same thing with the skits where they will write the woman to look damsel in distress because that appeals better to the audience than if she be too dominant and it becomes too whatever it is. Then it gets kind of very, very tricky. If that's making sense to you. So it's a way of appealing to your actual emotion. In other words, when the woman being, I know it's not, but I know say not to a lot of women, but trust me, I will for the Amber fans, if you go on Facebook, you will see what I'm talking about. That's where you will see the bulk of where this is coming from. If you go on Facebook, you'll see where the skit is at, okay? And you'll realize that basically on Facebook, Amber basically in the wrong, she not do nothing. She was the most saint, and Anthony has butter bruise.
It's the most evil.
511,000 followers. Amber 511,000 followers will come for you on Facebook.
They will come for you. So just so you understand what it is. Okay, so that's why they make it like that, where they make it very womany like that. So that's where you're getting that from. So if you get it right from a man perspective, I would say no, because if it was, and if it really was a man writing it, the man way, you would get what you're getting. Would probably get maybe that get more male pieces in there, or because sometimes a man can go more male centric than anything else. So you might get more of that. But if that was what it was, you wouldn't see that. Trust me. You're only seeing what you're seeing because when the Facebook nation get up and them start complaining about Amber and all that or something, because O'Neill trouble them every day. Believe me. O'Neill cuss them every single day. They don't like O'Neill over there either. They do not like O'Neill. They like O'Neill. So
Amber can't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Amber's the golden child.
Anything wrong on Facebook.
Amber's the golden child of the skit. She's the golden child.
Right, nothing wrong.
When she's wrong, she's right.
She's a saint of saints, and she listen to me. Basically, on Facebook, she and Jesus are on the same level. You understand? So,
Jeez.
that's basically what it is.
Oh,
And
come on
just hear how you pinpoint and say, well, but what do you mean? It's must from a male. And then you start getting the attacks them, and then you get your sassy. I'll me get the sassy thing. I mean, them just because O'Neill might say one or two things. So it's what it is, you know?
Yeah,
That's
but
how it
O'Neill,
comes from.
on
Go ahead,
on
Annie.
Facebook, they really hate Anthony.
Them can't
Trust
stand
me.
him. Oh,
No,
them
they
nail him to
really
Nobody
the
hate.
can
I mean,
stand
cross.
them.
even sometimes they go like, quite personal. And I'm just thinking, hold
Them
on a
Very.
Very
minute.
personal.
Yeah, they
Today,
do
What
get
what?
Very,
too
very personal.
personal.
even
And
today's
remember,
birthday,
Hmm.
people were like, you don't deserve to have a good birthday.
well,
What
we
you're
need to
doing
say happy
today.
Very.
birthday to
And
him.
I'm like,
Happy
Yes.
come
birthday,
on, people.
Anthony.
It's a man's birthday. What you telling
Happy
me?
That is
About
birthday.
How
We
bad
need to
they
say
crazy.
go.
happy birthday to him. I just think
That's
it's
how bad they
ridiculous.
go. That's how I
You know,
explain the
Anthony laughing at that.
Yeah, of course,
yeah
because he's
man,
earning his
man,
money.
yeah man. I'm
He's
I'm not
earning his
saying
money.
I'm not
Mm.
mocking God, friends. What I'm saying that I'm just telling you the level of pedestal level that they put
Yeah,
Amber on is almost as
Amber.
if she can do no wrong.
No
That's
wrong.
what I'm saying
Yeah.
to you.
Exactly.
So it's not like
Ignorant,
I'm
you
not
too.
right. Yeah, man. I'm not saying she's God because she's definitely not God because O'Neill have said a couple times well. And no matter what O'Neill say, even when O'Neill bigger up, O'Neill a hate. But that's how it go. O'Neill back broad and him back tough. That's how it go. My back build up on it have strong back in it and all them kind of stuff. So that's how it go. Your back
But
up
if
is
I
strong.
Irish mass,
Irish mash. We are say boy wood seed root and them thing they way, you know, yeah.
Oh my days. You,
Anywho,
O'Neill, you
friends.
drink manish
What?
water?
No, it's
Manish
too managed.
water.
That's too
Okay.
managed. It's too managed. The
you
water too
manage to
managed. Yeah. Just all that, yeah. Yeah, only just all I'm by manage the manage.
Okay.
Yo,
Sim
Jamaica,
simmer.
man, them not easy, you know.
Easy.
O'Neill. Sim
Bonjour says
simmer
only used
O'Neill.
to be
Sim simmer. Sim
who have
simmer
the keys to
O'Neill.
the
Sim
bima.
simmer. Sim
Well, who have the
simmer.
keys to the bima? Where the key there? Only used to be Team Amber last. Not really Vanswell. I'm not a Team Amber, but I keep saying that I watch a story for the characters, right? And so I like the rise of the Amber character, and I like where the Amber character was going. However, right now I don't like where the Amber character is going because I did not see improvement and has reverted back to the same old girl from 2022, 2020, and I didn't like that Amber. So that's what O'Neill was saying because he saw the remember, O'Neill never really was no Team Amber, O'Neill started basically like the Amber character when she get married and she was trying because even though she was lying, she was also trying. Okay, meaning she was trying to be a wife, right? No, me never liked she was lying and all of that kind of stuff, but. What I mean, Jay, man, you want to manage, man, you can't put that on big man. How you talk, man, what you mean? You know, come drop in. A fire pan, what a fire? What a fire?
Fire pan room.
I don't know if I'm
O'Neill, we are
walking, please.
gonna put some fire pan room.
Okay.
Yeah, if you put Paul and them scissors and comb. So, yeah.
O'Neill, Dana say you need Baba roots. Dana say you need Baba roots.
That's only leave it dash with the chubby. Only if you get me some baba roots and dash with the chubby, eh? But then I say only that drink chubby.
Yes, Midlanta, who got the keys to my bima?
I'm
Sim
telling
I
you.
cannot believe. Hold on. So, hold on, Terry, because there's no way she'll escape with it. So what you say is O'Neill sit down on yard and a chubby my drink. What you say is O'Neill a drink him. If you drink Baba roots, chubby.
What is
No,
Oh,
them
yeah.
can't do my
this?
friend
Scroll
O'Neill,
up,
sir.
O'Neill.
No,
So,
O'Neill, them can't do you, sir. A
O'Neill,
sugar
can I
and
ask a question, please? O'Neill,
Yes,
can I ask
ma'am.
you a question? Right,
Yes,
you know
ma'am. Go
that
ahead.
song that you play, oh my gosh, you do it on the skits when somebody's, doing the business. What's the name of the song? Is it
whoa,
yeah, boy,
whoa,
what song is that? I need the
whoa.
title and the artist. What song is that?
You mean
Please.
the okay, I
It's
see.
a
It's not
meme.
really it's a
Oh,
It's a
meme. So it's
meme.
a meme.
It's a meme.
is it?
Well, they made it in a
Yeah.
song, but yes. So what it was is like it was like they were at a 9-night session, and so they were playing. You know what I mean? And it's just how
Oh,
it is in Jamaica. You know, Jamaicans. Whoa,
She
whoa.
was dancing at the
Whoa. It's just
funeral.
All right.
Yes.
Mother's life.
Okay.
And so
All
Mm.
they've
right.
they've
Okay.
turned it into a song. Jamaica,
Yeah.
that's your
Oh
culture,
yeah,
and
no.
I
Oh
hear people
wow.
them
we turn anything into song. We turn anything into
No,
song.
versatile.
I've said to myself, oh gosh, I want to get that song because I really
It's
Yeah,
on
like
man.
it.
TikTok. It's on TikTok. You can
Yeah,
get it on
the
And
TikTok.
it's
song probably
called
is called
Whoa.
actually.
Is it called Whoa? That's the name of
Yeah,
it.
No, it
WOO. If you
no. I
type
think
in
it's called No, I don't say it called. Them name it. God, something about Jet Li. Knock it again, Jet Li.
Knock
Knock
It
it
Knock it.
Again,
again,
Jet
Jet
Oh,
Li.
knock
Li.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Yes,
that makes
because
me
that was
laugh.
his name.
Okay, knock
Knock
it.
it, Jet Li. Knock it, Jet Li.
Mhm.
Knock it
Yeah.
again.
Gently. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
Thank
It's
you.
the guy's name was Jet Li, so they was telling
Right.
Jet Li to knock the drum. Basically, that's what they were telling him. So that's
I'm
what
Okay.
they were
telling
doing.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right.
But you have
Okay
to
But
play
then.
that for
nonetheless,
Dave O'Neill. You have to play
you have
that
to
for
play. I
Dave.
have to go play it for Dave because Dave a
Yeah,
knock
you
it.
have to
Boy, I
play,
really, I'm a knock
play
it
knock
down.
Oh my
Dave and knock
gosh.
I
it.
knock it often, you know.
But
Him,
Yeah.
him
very
can't have
often.
a conversation with this woman without him
But
having
I
to
knock
knock
it.
it. I'm
It
Yeah.
like,
sounds
Well,
like he's
she
trying to
come
also,
get
well,
on.
triggered.
she also can't have a conversation without making him knock it. 'Cause today, he was
Exactly.
not going to
That
knock it, and she tell him, say, you need to
She
come knock
de-
it.
Follow
it
back on
was
me. She said,
it
follow
was
back on me.
it was like a desperate
Come get the
feel for
meow.
her
Yeah, I
today.
know. I
Follow
Yeah,
know.
back on
it
me. She
was. I
said,
didn't like that at all. It makes you
what
seem
happened? You
that
Right.
know,
she's
follow back on
desperate.
yeah, I
me.
don't like it either.
No,
That's
me
why I
never
say I
like
don't
it.
You
like
know,
this
like it.
Amber that I'm seeing. Today I couldn't
No,
even
sir.
stomach it.
Me
Can't
never
stomach
like it
her.
at all. No, man, me never like it
No,
at
no.
all.
See,
Well, she's
Money
on
Law
her.
love it, Money Law love the knock it song because
No,
Money Law love hear
money
that
law,
song.
cut
Yeah,
it
because
out.
nah, nah. I knew that's a live song. I'm
You
telling you,
love
I
it.
love it.
I'm,
Love it,
I'm,
love
I'm
it.
gonna try. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to send you what I have. I'll send you what I have. It's no worries. I'll send you what
Okay.
I have.
Yeah,
Give me your.
it's
But Annette, give me your last words because we're gonna head out of here. Y'all have a minute.
Okay.
Give me your last word to the audience. Go ahead.
Right. Thank you, everyone. It's been a really fabulous live. I'm just being very hopeful for healing for Anthony and Amber. But one thing I want Anthony to come back more manly. I don't like this kind of
There you go. That too.
this clown. I don't like that. I don't find that attractive in a man. I like a man to be a man, and I'm hoping even in the process with Denisha, she will help him to be more manly. Amber, again, it's about the healing. And yeah, really enjoyed my session here. And thank you, everybody. London is going to be out of the house. So
I
take
love
care,
that. I love
everybody.
that.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so
Miss
much.
All
Ashley.
Yeah.
right.
Miss Ashley, sit tight. Go ahead and give me your last. Like you got a minute. Go ahead and take yourself out. Talk to the audience for a minute.
Um, we just have to sit back and watch the drama unfold. Definitely loving where the writers are going with this. And, these two people need to heal. They're alone and they are reverting to these people.
Yes.
And that's what's going on here. So, we just have to see where they're going, how long these affairs are going to last, what is the outcome of this situation and what they're doing, the choices they're making. So can look forward to it. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to my page, Ashley Chop It Up, and I will soon do a review, maybe tomorrow, about what we've talked about today. So y'all look forward to that.
I
All right.
appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you
Right.
for that. I appreciate you.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Terry. Give us your minute dissertation. Talk to the audience and just
good
take yourself
night.
out.
Okay, so it was a good live. Thank you guys. I just
Have a
want to
good life.
see Anthony and Amber first get back to the place that she needs to be in God and focus on herself, focus on her healing, focus on restoration, focus on doing things for herself and not seek to get validation from a man. I want to see Anthony rise up as the man that he's supposed to be and take charge
Barrow
of
O'Neill
his
balls.
home. Take charge of his home and lead as a man and let the jellyback thing go
That's
and
right.
just lead and take charge as a man. Lead with love, lead with compassion, lead with respect and admiration, and admire his wife
Makes
and
sense.
put her where she needs to be, and
Put
put
her first, eh?
everybody else, put her first. And when you put her first, you will get her. Put God first, then you put her, and you will get the best from her. Anthony and Amber is not going to leave each other because Amber says she told Anthony she could never see her life
Yes.
living without him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't think there'll be a divorce. I just want her to get back to the place where
Mm-hmm. And you want him put her first. Well, the last time somebody put the woman first, just make you know, you know.
Is this?
Chris. Oh gosh, Jermaine. Oh, Jaheen.
Oh,
Oh wow. Oh,
Jaheen.
oh my gosh, Anil, I just got it now. I just got
What
it.
the hell? He was a cab driver too. He was a cab driver,
Yeah.
Lyft
Man, you
driver.
look like a crackhead. Yeah.
Anyways, friends, let me not distract you. I apologize. Wait, Terry gone. Terry, where you gone? Okay. No
I'm
problem.
here,
Thank you
I'm
very much,
here.
Terry. Thank you,
Yeah,
Terry.
so just stick
Good.
tight. God has a plan, and the plan is going to come forth for the Daltons.
Thank you very much, Terry. The next on deck is
Yeah,
uh
that's a
Ashley,
shame.
chop it up. Wait, Ashley already went, right? Ashley, did you?
Yes.
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 Goddess, you go ahead. Does Anthony need to also
Okay.
put her first again? Because just when you put the woman first, go ahead.
Yeah. But I
Put her
hope
first.
I hope and pray I hope and pray for their healing. I know it's not gonna happen, but I pray that they get healed separately. And I pray
Mm-hmm.
that Anthony does become a better person. Create those boundaries with those women in his life. And again, Amber, self-esteem. It was cringy to watch how she was reacting to that song and not believing that she is a queen or she could be, that a man can love her like this. Just allow him to love her. Now that they're separate, hopefully they can build separately, but they can also come back together and be better. Take accountability. Why didn't the marriage work? Think about all that. Even though you're separate right now, why wasn't a good husband? Why wasn't a great wife? What can I do better? Think about those things, and hopefully they can come back together and come back stronger. And we'll see what happens in between, Yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
true.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
Thank you. Thank you,
Goddess.
O'Neill, too.
Next,
Thank you.
definitely. And y'all are seeing the pages. I'm making sure y'all see the pages so you don't know where to go. So y'all don't just say, well, where was Goddess again? Y'all see it on y'all screen. Where was Ashley again? You saw it on your screen. Next
That's right.
Darren reviews, can you go ahead and just give me your 1 minute going out and let me know? Anthony, in our first again, because you saw what happened when you put the woman first. I thought that's something happened to you. But don't matter that only. Who said that? Who said that? Go ahead, Darren reviews.
Hi guys.
One more time.
Yes, I'm sharing reviews. All right, guys. So right now, I'm sorry that I wasn't on today. Couldn't be helped. And Charmaine and Terrian co-host with me on sharing reviews. So that's where you guys recognize the voices. Thank you very much, Anil, for having us here on our mod night. And where I'd like to see Anthony and Amber. Right now, people are saying that he is not being what you call it, be a man. I
Yes.
can see a difference in Anthony, and it's not in a good way that we want it to be, but he's actually standing up for Denisha. He's doing stuff what he should have done for Amber, and he never did. Anthony hasn't stopped yet to think why my marriage didn't work. And I think he's thinking that way. So that is why he's doing what he didn't do for Amber. Remember, he wasn't standing up for Amber. He was doing what he was supposed to do for Amber. And he's doing that with Denisha. And a lot of people are not liking that one bit. I can see that he is capable of doing that for his wife. Anthony is going to learn because Denisha is going to teach him. And then stuff is going to happen. I do not know what it is. But let's see, God has a plan. We have to trust the process. And with Amber, I did not like the fact of her. She don't have no self-esteem. I did not like that with one bit. It was cringy to watch today. And I'm here saying, where is that woman that I love so much? That is that stand up, have confidence in herself. People are saying, oh, we want the Detroit Amber. So if this is the Detroit Amber, we never want to see this Detroit Amber ever again. We just need to just burn that Detroit Amber, seriously. She just need to go to God. And I think the reason why Amber hasn't gone to God yet, because she knows that if she goes to God, she have to get rid of that flesh. And that
Right.
is, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And she is not ready yet to go to God. But anytime, but something drastically has to happen for Amber to do that. And the same thing with Anthony too. She is in the word, Anthony is not in the word. No, both of them is not in the word. But something drastic have to change for both of them. But right now, guys, we have to keep our seatbelt on. The Daltons, I'm all for the Daltons to work out. If they weren't leading with God as a plan and to trust the process, I wouldn't really care about that. I would definitely says yes, Dave is for her. But God, if you're gonna put God in the mix, right? You cannot. God is not going to give you a married woman to a single man, and then you're gonna give
Yeah.
a married man
Mhm.
to a single
Right.
woman. And then this man has defiled the home. He has a woman, his mistress, into his marital home. That is so much disrespect. And he wants to hurt his wife so bad. People may not think Anthony is hurting, he is hurting. And if you guys really look at it, Anthony is doing what he should have done with Amber, with Dnisha. But eventually he's gonna find out what he's doing with Dnisha is wrong. And then that is the time he will learn and go to God. Both of them will. So that's what I have to take, and I wish the Daltons the best. If them have to go the separate way, that's fine, and they get healing. And if they are meant to be together, then they can go back. But right now, too much hurt. But if you guys really take your emotion out of it, you will see that Anthony is doing what he should have done with Amber, and he knows he missed it. When she told him on that veranda, you lose a good one. He knows that. And that is why he's putting boundaries in place. People may not think it's boundary for Sheila, although he's lying. He's not going to get Kai today because he's busy with somebody else's kid. But he's starting to do that. But eventually, Dnisha is going to set him straight and say, look, you don't need to lie. You should have just said, I'm doing something. That's the end of it. And you know she's going to do that. Maybe we'll some more boom boom from him again tonight. So we will see. So all the best to the Dalton guys. Whoever wants the marriage, just hold on tight, guys. God has a plan, and we have to trust the process. That's all I have to say.
I appreciate that, Sharon. And y'all see Sharon's page. She have 2 pages, so I showed y'all the 2 pages. And then last but not least, go ahead. The one and the only Lord boy, Sharon. Sharon easy. And by the way, Goddess, One Journey was on, by the way, just so y'all know. One Journey was on, but she had to go to bed. But this is her channel, just so y'all see it. Make sure for One Journey's material when it comes up, she does play games. Go ahead, Charmin. Is Anthony putting the woman first? Cause I don't know the work, you know.
Trust me, Anthony not putting nobody first because so I want to say thank you for having us. Thank you for providing this platform for us to express our opinion. And guys, it's just our opinion.
Thank
you. Thank you, the chat. Thank you, chat, for expressing your opinion as well. We may not agree with some of the stuff that you're saying.
Thank you, Shamin.
But as I said, it's your opinion. I want to, there's one thing that's been bothering me from the other day, and everybody keeps saying, Amber's always saying, she helped Anthony when Anthony was broke, she helped Anthony when Anthony was this and all of that, and they can't find anything to back that up. However, every time Amber say it to Anthony, he has never denies it.
Yeah.
Time Amber said to Anthony,
no, he didn't.
Never denies it. He stand there looking at her.
He never denied it.
Hold on. There was a moment in the kitchen when she talked about it and him basically said that's not true. And there's a moment when she was outside where him said it's not true. Him said she keeps saying that, but it's not true. That's what he said.
No. Most of the time when I've never heard him say it's not true, him just stand there looking at her like him can't bother. When she said you were broke and I help you to regain whatever. And even when she was telling him yesterday about the money from the bar 44, he said
Mm.
He said the
He
money
said
from
mumbling
our
words.
44 went into our joint account.
Well,
The
that's
money
true. We
from
know that part. That's true.
the
With the
money
bar
from the
44 part, right?
restaurant, the money from the restaurant, that
Mm-hmm.
things was rocky for a bit, but everything is going good now, is going into our joint account. So whatever he's talking about, she does not deserve anything. She is helping to put money wherever they're putting the money in. So I
Yeah.
don't understand why he thinks she does not deserve anything.
Mm-hmm.
However, so that's one of the point. My next point is people talking about Dnisha. Dnisha is, and I'm not going to stop saying it. Dnisha is using isolation tactics to isolate Anthony from everybody. First of all, she know Anthony is with Amber fighting right now, so she don't need even have to touch anything to do with Amber. Apart from telling her that Anthony's not going to sign the papers because you want 50% and she is not going to give you 50% of this. Come on, you come in the woman house and telling her that. That's first of all, that's disrespectful. And I said to you all the time, Anthony is a person who makes Shayla be the way Shayla is.
Yep.
Because Anthony never corrects Shayla. There's nothing Anthony can do to put any boundaries on Shayla right now. Even if he's going to take her to court about child support or visitation, that's not going to put any boundaries on Shayla. Trust me, Shayla, it would be like closing the gate after the horse went through the gate. And you closing the gate and the horse galloping all the way down the road. That's what they're going to do with Shayla right now. There's no way Anthony put any boundaries on Shayla because Anthony calls Shayla to be who Shayla is. And he's doing the same thing to Dnisha. Anthony always tried to give power to his side chicks. And that's what he's doing with Dnisha right now. Dnisha is using isolation tactics. And if Wayne come at her, she was going to try to put a wedge between Anthony and Wayne. Anybody she thinks will have Anthony ears, she's going to put a wedge between Anthony and that person because she wants to know when she's ready to make her move, she wants Anthony to be isolated. There's nobody who will be able to turn to. And that is what Dnisha is doing right now. If you look at Dnisha, Dnisha does not have a pleasant, her face is never pleasant because every time you look at her, she looks like she is scheming. She looks like she's planning something or something. She's just sitting there and she's always telling you, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change. But if they start popping up, no, she's not trying to change. She has not changed. She's the same Dnisha she has been from day one. When she went to work with Honeypot, she did not go to work with Honeypot to work with Honeypot. She went to work to get the work with Honeypot to be closer to Wayne because that was a plan she and Momo had. When Wayne was send all those flowers to Honeypot and she saw it, she said, Momo, I'm going to make my move. So I'm going to see if I can get her work with this girl. That was her plan to get close to Wayne. But after a while, she realized that Wayne was all about Honeypot. So she said, you know what? I'm getting paid. So might as well I stay here and do that. So her intention was always to get a man with money. So Anthony is just her second choice. Just like they're saying Wayne was Amber's first choice and Anthony is the second choice. Wayne was Denisha's first choice, but she second now for Anthony. So Anthony, what Amber called him yesterday, Mr. Do Right. Anthony is Mr. Do Right. So Denisha is for him for now. So I'm telling you, that girl is isolating him. She's going to put him on an island by himself, and then she's going to make her move. And her mom said something very interesting the other night. She said, if it is to be, it will be. I leave it right there.
All right. No sweat, friends. Let me just make sure I give y'all this. So when I have this.
You have not contributed a dime into this marriage.
I haven't. I'm sorry. Are you delusional?
I'm sorry.
I haven't contributed a dime. Did you forget when you was broke?
I'm sorry.
Did you forget when you were broke? I'm confused.
See, that's the problem. See,
I'm confused.
A man like me is never really broke.
Yeah, okay.
So you just admitted to hiding money.
So exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So in other words, hold on. Her argument is, and the argument people are raising is, he was broke and she brought him back up. That is where the argument is stemming from. And I'm saying that it is not true. She never really bring him back up. No, is she there as a wife? I do her little thing. But some people give me the DoorDash and say, oh, she buy a DoorDash for him. So basically, after the contribution.
O'Neil, stop that. Stop
Oh, no,
If
you
you
need
want
to stop.
O'Neil, stop it. Not your DoorDash. You know that the money that went into, into the theater when we had asked him for that money for the theater.
I'll tell you.
You know that the money that he invested in the theater came from R44 because he did not have any money at the time, and that's where he was not married to Amber yet. They were about to get married, but that was when he took the money from Bar 44 and invested in the theater.
Right. That's true.
I have the skits.
Now you bring that up. Bring that skit up. Bring that skit up, O'Neil.
Send the skit to me, Shamin. I'll play it afterwards. Whatever this is fine.
I know. Yeah.
And when the
Just
next day
send
when
this.
Amber asked him about it, and Wayne said to him, did you use the money from the bar to put in the theater? I did not know that you actually use the money from the bar to put in the theater.
That's right. You don't know.
But hold on. So but also if he's using the money from the bar, that's the other question, right? Isn't his money also into bar?
But he never worked was he working at the bar?
No,
He
was not.
But he was not money for the theater.
He was just an investor.
It still means his money is there. In other words,
and Amber money was there, and he was giving Pierre the money. Remember,
Amber has a restaurant that she's running. So in other words, she have her money dead, whatever. Plus, she been doing her little thing, whatever.
See,
it is.
even when
You need to get up off of Anthony's butt right now.
O'Neil, does this count?
Yes.
Does this count? He got arrested at his bachelor party. She had to bail him out. Does that count?
Yeah.
Let's not
forget that. Let's not forget that. How do we forget?
All right.
You don't remember that skit?
All right. So she bail him out. She basically bring him back up. You want me to get credit for that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Please.
So
because you always bashing Amber.
Bash her, but I'm saying it. People are making it look like she put in this exorbitant sum of money.
She's done her fair share. Just give her that.
He just wilding
I'm not saying name, but people are making it seem like she was this woman who have this chunk of money, and she said, "Anthony, come here, boy, come here. Hold this. Hold on."
She's just saying that she helped them. That's all she's saying.
You're right.
That's all she's saying.
Go look back.
Yeah, they buy him some DoorDash and anything there. But none of the
Oh my God! You know what?
I love y'all. You know, I'm love when I see her. Shamin in her back a laugh because she Right. We love y'all. I have to run. Y'all know how it works. We love y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Bye, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Take care.
Welcome to the O'Neil Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again.